We're live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Route 6D6. Nothing to see here. Don't worry about it. We are playing Water Under the Bridge today. This is a 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons game in which we will be playing some old school modules converted to 5e, set in a homebrew setting of kind of a group creation, and playing in that. Now, we are currently working on the Temple of Elemental Evil, but today, allegedly, if the players aren't a bunch of filthy liars, we'll be starting the Sunless Citadel as a little aside from the Temple of Elemental Evil. So let's introduce ourselves. Ava.
Ah, shit. Hi, I'm Ava. I play Junko, the human rogue, and you're not going to convince me about anything else regarding that. And when I'm not playing Junko, I'm playing Fea. She does all kinds of cool things that are creepy and make other people nervous, but that's okay. And when I'm not here playing D&D, find me at Avarichu on Twitch, right there. Or that doesn't work with me. Down there. She always points up.
Yeah,
I point down. Past the other guy in that other thing. Yep, that's it.
That's it.
I have a name, thank you very much.
Why don't you tell us that name? McKnightsy.
Hey everyone, it's McKnightsy. It's me. Hey. I played thirtieth the elf. I have no secrets. Yes, we came back to that. I'm totally here for the group. Not trying to backstab anyone, except for maybe Cora, because she's being mean to me. And yeah.
When was she ever mean to you?
I'm speaking about you outside game. I'm just getting my vengeance inside game.
Oh.
You're upsetting.
I don't stream. Every now and then you might find me in some of these guys' streams because they're cool like that. Yeah, just looking forward to play some games and not die. Yeah.
Well, 50. We can get half of that anyway.
Also, we're not going to go to Sunless Citadel. We're going somewhere else.
Almost certainly.
Oh my god.
Now, the real brain baker here is for people to wonder, did you let that name slip by accident? Ashley.
What?
Hi.
Hi. I'm Ashley. I play Cora. She's totally nice and innocent, and she doesn't be mean to anybody ever. And when I'm not playing Cora, I play Sayoni on Mondays, who charms things and blasts things and keeps her fellow PCs alive. And when I'm not playing D&D or Pathfinder, I make cute stuff and I sell it online at Pixelbound Studios. On Facebook and Instagram, like that. And like this.
Pizza.
All very cool things.
I made chibi food just for him. On my Patreon.
She knows me.
And that's about it.
Thank you.
Oh, and this cup. Always have to mention the cup.
Yes, I also make cups.
Crap.
They are they will last a lifetime as long as you don't throw them on the floor.
Well, they're floor resistant.
I have bumped
Floor
this
resistant, not
onto
floor
so many
proof.
things and it still hasn't cracked, so it's good quality. 10 out of 10 would recommend.
Thank you.
Hello. My name is Nathan, or Creptic, or Crep, or whatever you want to call me. I stream games at this name above. I'm currently playing for a couple of games. Sekiro mainly at the moment. And I just finished a game yesterday called 12 Minutes, which I recommend to everybody who can play games on PC. It's great. But yeah, I played Dracon, Human Wizard, Old Man, Extraordinaire. I shoot things with fire, ice, and all of the elements, and yeah.
All of the elements?
Gosh, she's the last airbender.
Elemental?
Are you...
Evil?
It's all connected.
But which set of elements, like
are
metal,
you the
wood,
bad guy?
Or the Western elements?
Did you do it?
All of them. Oh, shit.
I mean, my leader, not my leader, that's the wrong word. The person who taught me is currently sitting in the elemental...
Oh,
temple,
yeah,
so...
that guy.
Well, I'm sure he has a good reason.
Wasn't it Fred? Hector?
Hector.
You know what
His name was Fractor.
Name now.
He has such a weird spelling to his name, and I made a point of spelling the name out loud like months ago. And
You know what? And I
If it's
still
just-
spelled it
Catch it.
incorrectly in my
If
notes.
it-
I still
if it's
spelled
just-
it HECTOR.
Yeah, if it's the spelling I gave, then yeah, it's a weird one.
it's HEKK.
Yeah,
Ah, right. Correcting notes. Hang on.
yeah that's
Weird,
why
right?
that's why I put in my backstory. Backstory.
I had that somewhere.
Saraha.
That's me. Hi. I'm Saraha. I play Nova, and she's a Kalishtar druid. And bye for her. She has one arm. She needs a hand.
If you make
She's
the hand
also a
puns, no one else
baby.
can hurt you.
She's a
She's
little
also a
baby.
baby. The group
A little
last week learned that
baby.
she is the youngest of the group, which was fun. What else? Oh, on Mondays I play Kyra, and we just made friends with a hill giant, which is really strange, but I like it, and we're gonna kick some ass. That's
You
pretty much
tag
all I do
team,
right now.
You tag team with Sayone to keep everybody alive.
We do. That's a full-time job too,
Oh.
and not going well.
Yeah.
Something else that might
yeah.
bear mentioning that you've been doing for Route 66 very recently, a little bit of graphic design, making
Oh,
some
yes.
art assets.
I made a little chart for this
And
stream,
also
this
a-
game.
We'll be
and
showing
also
that
a
to everyone very
map.
soon.
Yes, it's been really fun. So I kind of want to keep doing stuff like that.
I recommend
Nice.
Saraha's services to anybody who can afford. Ashlow.
That's me. Hi, I'm Ashlow. I play Ep.30, who's a dwarf who tries to do the right thing some of the times, but gets all carried away, apparently. Outside of this game, I don't really do much on the interwebs. I do our YouTube stuff. That's about it. So go and
Damn
Great
good job
at
of
that. He does really
Um,
great at that.
Real good.
And I thought I should announce today that I'm currently wearing my second favorite non-D&D related t-shirt.
Oh, let us see.
Shall I show it off?
Yeah,
Let me
yeah.
see it.
Of
Let me see
course.
Is it a Jurassic Park cat?
Oh
Oh
my god.
my god, I
Nice.
love it. That is
Nice.
amazing.
It's cool.
Awesome.
Love it.
Crap, I
Love it.
beat you. I got the YouTube link.
I
first.
know. You don't need to mention it out loud. Jesus Christ.
Listen, he's in an advanced age. It takes a little longer
Yeah.
to do stuff.
Getting a little senile and
I'm
slow.
tired. My brain's at about 20% capacity today. I'm sorry.
Oh no.
I am Askell Archer. I'm the dungeon master for this game. I will be playing all of the NPCs, the bad guys, some of the neutral guys, the pirates, those little invisible dudes who get covered in ink, apparently. One very angry
Goblins?
owl that was stuffed into a sack for some reason.
We're gonna see the revenge
about
of that
that.
owl.
Goblins
Goblins who get their neck snapped.
who get their
for
necks
no
snapped
reason.
and otherwise.
Whoa,
including the ones hiding in the
whoa,
bushes
whoa.
that totally ran for it and you guys completely missed them. If
What?
it were a theoretical... What? Nothing.
Ooh, hey.
And of course, the infamous pony mafia, which is adjacent to the horse
Also-
mafia who I also play.
the
There's
three horse
multiple?
mafia.
Oh
that's
yeah.
sweet.
They've got all sorts of stuff. Like there's whole societies out there, man. That's
Three
wild.
Horse Mafia sounds like a
That-
card game, like 3-card ante or
I would
whatever.
play it.
Well,
Three
it's
Horse
a trilogy,
Mafia.
right?
Let's
That's
make that
You're only
tweet
gonna be
sent out
playing
yes-
with your life, you know.
That tweet sent out yesterday was definitely directed at you, by the way, Sarah.
So attacked by that.
When I'm not running games on Route 66, I am streaming as that name up there right here on Twitch. And I have been playing Crash Bandicoot and suffering terribly. That game is the original Dark Souls. That's us. Chat, if you want to be involved in the game today, you can be involved by spending your gold pieces, that is the channel points on our channel, to purchase Chat's Blessings, which are recorded by the little Valkyrie D20 near the bottom of the screen. Our players can spend those. To each point is worth plus or minus 1 on any D20 roll, mine or theirs. And they can spend multiple at a time to make big adjustments, and they save lives. You can also spend a bigger pile of your gold pieces to grant one player inspiration, and that'll go to whichever player's kind of active in the moment, or if they've already got it, it would just be given to someone who doesn't have inspiration yet. So that's you guys. We've got some new shiny mechanics and artwork to introduce before we start the game, but I think we should probably do that. Do we want to do that now, or do we want to do recap stuff first, or how do we? What would be the best?
Do it now.
Now?
Do it
Yeah.
now.
We can do that.
Yeah,
now.
sure.
Okay, so I've talked about this everywhere, on Twitch, on Twitter, in person. I'm so sorry to everybody I've been ranting about this to. But since this game has 3 moons, it was brought up that maybe we could have those 3 moons influence some classes, some magic, in the same way as like Dragonlance once did back in 2nd edition. So, we have 2 brand new subclasses, one of which will be previewed today, one of which may or may not be previewed in the future. Time will tell. We'll see about that.
It probably will.
Probably will. Okay. The first is the circle of the Druid's Circle of the 3 Moons, which is a variation of the Circle of the Moon. And what it basically does is it lets our Druid have a bit of ebb and flow to wild shape. When, in fact, maybe it'd be easier if I just show Saraha's graphic.
Surely it would be a wax and wane.
Hey, nice.
Wax.
See what you did there.
Wayne.
Nice.
Very nice.
Nice.
So there are 3 moons, Gold, Platinum, and the Dark Moon, each of which has a different period. And for now, Saraha will be tracking this, as will I. We'll have multiple copies just to make sure nothing gets mixed up. But our 2 players who use this, their powers are greater when their moon is in what's called harmony. That is when it's full. So for a druid who has to choose one moon in particular, when their chosen moon is in this quarter, all of their wild shaping ability is heightened. On the flip side, though, when it's in discord, that is new moon, all of their wild shaping is weaker. It's weaker even than the default, like, rules as written are in the first and last quarter of the moon. And when multiple moons are lined up, assuming one of them is the druid's moon, so if our druid is, let's just say, a follower of the Golden Guardian, if the Guardian is in full moon, as is the Lost, there is exponential growth on the power increase, so that if all 3 moons are ever in alignment, the power is heightened dramatically. And I'll save a lot of the mechanical details. You'll see that in practice over time, because obviously it takes time. Like, each of these is a day, so it's a lot to kind of go over all at once. But the important thing to note is that when the moons are in alignment, our druid is going to be having a very good day. When the moons are in negative alignment, our druid is going to suddenly be very motivated to not go adventuring today. On the side of the Wizard Lunamancy School of Magic, it works a little differently. The wizards do not choose any one moon, but I don't know if you guys can see, each of the moons corresponds to 3 asterisk schools of magic, except for the Lost, which is 2, and the moons being in harmony only affect the spells or the spell schools affiliated with that moon. So if the golden moon is in harmony, all of the wizard's abjuration, evocation, and transmutation spells will be buffed. However, if while this moon is in harmony, both of the other 2 moons are in discord, pretty much everything other than abjuration, evocation, and transmutation will be nerfed. It will be weaker during that period of time. And as the wizard grows in power, there's other neat little abilities, like they can grant these effects to others around them. They can use the moon's magic to counter spells cast against them. At high levels, they can even draw negative power from the moons being in discord. So there's some cool mechanics. If anyone is interested in that, I'd be happy to. I'm going to put it on D&D Beyond when I have the ability to. McKnightsy, I'm going to have to talk to you about some stuff we're going to need to do for that.
Sure.
But that's kind of what we got going. So if you guys see us on this chart, you will understand why. Also, before we start, Saraha, let's figure out where the moons actually begin, shall we?
Okay.
Each moon's starting position is determined by a D8. So let's start with the Lost.
The Lost?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Roll good. Roll good.
Okay. 5.
5. That puts it over here.
Ooh, okay.
In the first
Okay.
quarter. Next
Not
is
where we want it, but it's good.
No,
The sleeper.
Yep.
Okay. That's a 3.
3. Okay. Okay, well, if there's one that's going to be in Discord, that's probably the one you want.
Yeah.
Now the
Right.
Guardian.
I'm glad I
That
didn't
is
decide to go
also
with
a
this.
5.
5. Ooh, well.
Damn.
So this is what the moons looked like the night of you guys' raid. None of the moons are full, but in fact, the Platinum Sleeper was only like a sliver. You could just see a faint crescent of the Sleeper. And the same, but on the opposite side, for the Guardian. So I think I mentioned the moons being bright. They were not bright at all last night. It was a very dark night.
Better for us. Question though, which rotation are they going? Are they going the
So-
same rotation?
Counterclockwise.
Counter, okay.
Mm-hmm.
But they're all going counterclockwise.
Yep. Which is going to be unfortunate. Actually, no.
That's
If
gonna
anyone who follows
suck.
the Lost is going to have a great day tomorrow. All right. So with that being said, while we get the last of our notes in order, let's run our intro and start this whole shindig.
Welcome back.
Let's recap. So,
Oh.
you guys are the party of adventurers known as the Valkyrie. You have come to the village of Noct, traveling 30 miles or so from nearby village Hummelbank. And you found Noct to be kind of a den of bandits, pirates, unsavory sorts. You were warned to trust no one here. You were given a stable to sleep in, opting not to go to the inn, though you did visit the inn for some information gathering purposes, just to kind of check it out, get the lay of the land, and you found that it was occupied by an entire, well, a large group of pirates who seemed to be sailing under one Captain Tulip. You got into a bit of, Junko got into a bit of a conflict with one of them, but ultimately was able to befriend the bosun and a few of the pirates and got talking to them.
Ashlow's gone.
Oh, I'm still here.
Oh,
Can you
still
hear me?
Oh.
Yes. Okay.
Hang
Just making
on.
sure it's okay. Everything's good.
Oof,
Good.
I was
Excellent.
scared.
Hi. I think my webcam had a funny.
It did. You guys also met Dala, who apparently is partnered with the owner of the hostel. After overhearing a little too loud one of you mention Lareth by name, she came over and talked to you and after being assured Lareth is a family member and you're looking to join the family business, she introduced you to the innkeeper, Dean. He questioned you a little bit, and after getting your, kind of sizing you up, getting your measure, he said that if you went into the woods and ambushed a group of goblins who were going to be joining the fire temple, then he would reward you by introducing you to Romag and putting in a good word and maybe getting you in with the Earth Temple. So you could, you know, start getting involved in the family business, so to speak. You guys went to the indicated location. You set up an ambush. Well, you tried.
Mm-hmm.
It went off okay. Fortunately, the goblins were very panicked and caught completely off guard. You were able to wipe out all 4 goblins, questioning one briefly before putting that one down as well. You did find that the entire ambush was being monitored by 2 charmed owls and a small group of invisible, cat-sized humanoids with butterfly wings, who left without confrontation, really. And I believe that's where we left off. Is there anything that bears mentioning?
Yeah, I think Nova went out to scout out something.
That's right. We stopped because we had some
technical difficulties.
She'd just gone off to scout the road.
I just wanted to go see. Yeah.
Okay. So let me look at my handy dandy map. Actually, let me adjust the music first.
Handy map. She had barely left when she disconnected, so she didn't get that far.
No, I didn't.
And you are in the forest very near the temple, sort of a blighted part of the forest. Close enough that we're at daylight, you might even be able to see some of the ruins of the old temple. Examining the path that the goblins came from, how far did you want to go, Nova?
I think I said I'd go like a couple hundred feet, or until like kind of, if I saw like a camp in the distance or something, then I'd kind of like get close enough to observe.
You go, we'll say 500 feet, and there is no sign of a camp.
Oh.
You can still smell and see their tracks, but it just keeps going and going and going.
Okay. Is there anything of interest around here? Like, is it just the same kind of woods, blighted trees and stuff?
The further from the ruins of the temple you go, the more the forest turns into more traditional, I don't want to say jungle, but kind of jungle. Rainforest, if you will.
Okay. And this was a path that went northwest, right?
Yes.
Does it just keep going northwest, or does it?
For 500 feet, yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, you would know. Actually, you can make a history check if you'd like. See what you know about this path or road.
Okay, sure. History. Uh, 16.
16. You know that this path will eventually connect with the main road that kind of runs all the way through the Gnarlwood, eventually to... hang on, let me get on my other map without the distances. Eventually joining with Elderwood.
Okay.
So it does turn southwest at some point. But that would be miles and miles and miles away.
All right, then I'll just turn and go back to the group at that fork in the road.
Okay. All right, group. Not much has happened to the rest of you since Nova departed. It's been very quiet.
Did we decide to display the bodies?
Ithri was trying to hide the bodies.
Yeah,
we were picking up like arrow pieces and stuff as well to kind of.
We were trying to like
Yeah, I scooped
remove
up
as
the
much evidence as
bodies.
possible.
Yeah. Scooped up the body from the road and put them underneath one of the trees, I think. Then we
I think that's what we did.
picked up all the broken arrow shafts and didn't want to leave any evidence of who might have committed this heinous crime that we were
But
not a part of.
are we hiding them, or are we somewhat hiding them so they are found?
I don't think we have to hide them, because the point was that, right? Didn't he want it to just be a?
He just didn't want it
oh, they
to
just
know
got
who
ambushed.
killed them. Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So kind of hide them, but not too much. Yeah.
I would say that's no check necessary. Like it's easy enough to do that. And after 5 minutes or so, Nova comes quietly. What would you say? Walking, padding back into the light of the fallen lanterns.
I'll just sneak up behind Thrithiel and just make a
No, I
noise.
knew it. I turn around and it being dark, apparently, just see two eyes flashing at me. I'm like, guess good.
I'll just use my mind link to say I've followed the path for a few hundred feet, and there were just tracks that led for a while. Oh, it's me, Nova. I'll raise a paw.
It'd be hard to miss a wolf the size of a
Raise a
horse.
Oh no, she turned into a panther.
I'm
I
a
think.
black.
Oh, you went
I'm a
panther. That's
right now.
right. You changed it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I think I have to update my wild shape. I think I used both of them.
How
That's why all I saw
fortunate
was
for
this
you to have
ice.
used that previously.
Yes. Very fortunate.
Okay.
So you did not find anything, Miss Nova? Mainly.
Have to keep going. Yeah. I think we should leave.
Yes, I think our mission here was a success. We should reunite with everyone and then leave this place.
Is
question.
Cora still down the path?
She's still
Cora
barely jumping down
was
there.
with Junko. I imagine they would have came back up to join you guys.
Okay.
Did that second owl get killed, or did it fly away?
It
They
flew away.
both flew away.
Okay.
After scratching at Cora.
Yeah, it scratched me up.
Oh.
So then we meet up. I believe it is time for us to go. Let us
should
be
probably
stealthy on our
rest.
way out.
Yeah, let's do that. Yes.
I'll try.
You want to get on my back?
Yeah. I don't know if that'll make me more stealthy, but yeah.
Well, I have a pretty good stealth as a panther, so.
I'd
I
be more
don't,
worried about
as
your
a-
strength.
I don't as a dwarf with exhaustion.
How true. My strength is a 14.
Oh, I stand corrected.
That's strong.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually also marked down finally after how many other sessions we've played my actual size and weight
Oh, excellent.
if it ever needs to come up.
As long as it's not over 500 pounds.
It's not
Nova
over
can carry you.
499.
Anything!
If you're over 140 pounds with your gear, Nova will be slowed from her max speed, but I think Panthers are above 30 anyway. So
We're at 40, yeah.
okay, so you're back down to 30 carrying E3.
Okay. That's fine. Are we stealthing out of here, or are we just kind of walking slowly?
I prefer we stealth. We must not be seen coming from this way.
Okay. Can I get a group stealth check? E3, you're excused. Nova with disadvantage, which I believe is countered by the Panther. Do they have advantage? If
It's
not,
just a +6.
oh well, okay.
Oh
I mean,
no, that's terrible.
Disadvantage.
That's still probably better than a chunky dwarf.
Alright.
You know, for
Oh,
an
no,
elf, I
E3.
suck at elf stuff.
Oh.
Oh, we failed this terribly.
Let's do Junko.
It's a +6, so it's 8.
We just need one more success. It's fine.
I should have rolled
What
my
was
own.
Junko's? What's
22.
her bonus?
There we
Oh,
go.
Jesus. Alright, so
So Junko's good.
Junko's good.
I'm preoccupied with thinking about money,
The
apparently.
3 of us are not
So-
good.
1,
I got a 15.
3 successes.
Two failures.
2 failures.
2 failures. Yep. You guys are able to wait. Oh yeah. E3's excused. Right. Okay. I was like that doesn't seem right. You guys creep back in the direction of Noct. You find that there's a fair bit of nightlife going on in the in the village, but not really a lot of attention being paid to the northern road, or really any of the roads. Like, it seems like most of the activity is coming from the hostel, as well as from a well-lit warehouse-like building in the northeast part of town.
Are we going straight to the man in the hostel, or do we have something else you would like to do before then?
He didn't.
What time is it? It's like really late.
It's after midnight.
Perhaps we could do that in the morning.
He didn't say we needed to tell him. He just said he'd find us once he'd heard about it, right?
Yeah, I don't think we should tell him.
Should we rest then, or?
That would be my vote.
Shouldn't we be making our
I
way
believe we should go to the barn, rest.
to Oakhurst in the morning?
Yes, and maybe...
Unless there's stuff to do.
I think it would
maybe-
be good to see if Mother Scrang has come back first, and if not,
In the
then-
morning?
Yeah. And we can keep an eye out for a goblin traveling this way.
We go to the barn.
Okay. Interesting note, most of Noct is very dark at night. There's no, like, lamps or lanterns hung out. The whole village has kind of turned into one big dark alley. As you guys make your way through here. Nova, are you still in panther form?
I was just about to
Yeah,
say
it
that.
lasts for 2 hours, so...
Okay.
Should I drop it before we go into the city, you guys?
I would.
Probably.
Nah, I'm not
I
gonna.
mean, when you say panther, is it like Black Panther?
Yeah.
They're pretty. I was going to say they're pretty
Shadows.
stealthy. You rolled
I'll
a 2.
plan on hiding in the shadows as we make our way.
With E3 on your back?
Nah.
I mean, it is
Okay.
still a group of people walking with a panther, so it's not. I mean, it's.
We're
it's
kind of
not like you're
hiding
gonna-
her somehow.
Right. What you guys look like is like you're not to be fucked with. Honestly.
That is a fair point.
Then that is the look that we are going for.
Yeah.
Okay. As you walk along, you can see there are more than a few eyes upon you. You can see that there are cloaked figures down one side street who are just kind of staring at you. You can get a glint of steel, like someone picking their nails with a dagger. You can see that there are...
To a group of them that are looking at us, can I just mind blink and go, what are you looking at? And just
Oh,
keep
shit.
Going.
Yeah, and really quick, like everyone's suddenly looking away.
Oh! They heard that in their head.
There seems to be an unspoken understanding we don't mess with well-armed groups.
That have panthers at night.
That too.
Junko just taking out her weapons.
You find the blacksmith shop is locked.
Is
Head
there
back, I
a
guess.
is there a pathway to the back? I assume so. Where the
Yes.
horses would come out.
Yes, there is. Just you wouldn't be able to get in to see Otis. The barn is currently shut. It's not locked. You can open it, but like, it's very clear that the place has already been closed up for the day. When you open the barn, you find the stable is dark. All of the horses are sleeping. You hope, sure. You can make your way to
If they're not, I'm gonna...
you guys' areas of bedding. It's very uncomfortable. You can see, like, even as you come over there, whatever light source you're using sends several mice scurrying away. And you can see, like, there's some bugs skittering into the hay.
Nice.
These are your quarters.
I'll drop my form once we get... Actually, you know what? I'll stay curled up like a panther for a little bit.
Okay.
Like an hour. It's kind of nice.
E3 would search the barn to make sure there's no other humanoids in there. Like, there's no stable boys.
Make a perception check.
I would like to turn around and
Can
close
I
the barn
assist?
doors.
Yes,
And,
make a
Before
perception
I
check
lay
with
down?
advantage.
Okay.
I want to
Oh.
close the barn doors and what's
That's-
it called from the inside?
So that's a natural 20 for 23.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
That's what we're using our natural 20s for today. Cool.
Searching
Fun,
about,
fun, boys.
you can see signs that it looks like maybe someone was digging around in the piles of hay you guys are going to be sleeping in at some point during the day. Like maybe checking if you hid anything in there. But there's no one in the stable at present.
Okay, I would point that out to the group. I guess it's not safe to leave our gear in here.
Is the mule still here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Does it have new shoes on?
Mm-mm.
Cora will go pick a spot in the corner and make a little nest and curl up in it.
Nova's gonna go over to her in panther form and see if she'll cuddle with her.
Shall we all stay in the same room?
She stubbornly resists for a couple minutes, and then she
Just keep nudging you with my head.
The
Should
head
we-
this size.
Do we want to post watch? Just to make sure no one enters.
I can stay up for a bit. Not much though. I
If
don't
we're
have
gonna
dark
do-
vision as soon as I drop my form, so.
Okay.
I can take first watch.
Just a reminder that elves technically don't sleep and have dark vision.
Okay, well then, I guess I won't stay on watch.
Rithiel is completely trustworthy and can keep watch.
I think Junko would probably keep at least partial watch, though.
I think.
Why you gotta out me like that, though?
I'm just backing you up, bro.
I will take first watch.
I'm happy to do a watch, but I'd like to do either first or last because I'm still real tired.
Okay.
You might say I'm exhausted.
Is
How
that a
big
mechanic?
is this panther? Large size technically?
It is a
Or is it medium?
I was
medium.
gonna
It's
say,
a
I thought they were
medium
medium.
beast. Yeah, the dire wolf and the tiger are large, I believe.
Gotcha. Well, Cora's gonna kind of just crawl up on top and just go to sleep right on top.
Let's give it an hour. As soon as the form drops, then you're just resting your head on her back.
Yeah, I'll just lay on you.
That's okay.
Cora's a heavy sleeper.
You won't even know.
No, she won't.
So, not to be that guy,
Don't disturb my sleep.
but we
rats.
need to check random encounters.
In
Let's
the
be that guy.
fucking
The horse
Horse
mafia came
mafia.
back.
oh no!
It's,
No.
I'll protect you. I'm on top of you.
nighttime in the village of Noct. I mean,
Oh, some guys are gonna come in
So,
with horses.
whoever's keeping watch, who's
That
on
was
first
me.
was Junko and Therithiel.
Yeah.
See,
She's going to give you advantage on a perception check, I think,
sweet.
for simplicity's sake. So I don't have to open the carriage.
Come on, perception check. Low. Okay, roll one dice only. Let's roll twice.
It rolls. 10 out of 10.
That's rough.
Okay. You don't see any signs of trouble.
That's
messaged
not
you.
good. Oh, okay.
And you're doing 3 watches or 2?
You just do 2 because didn't A3 want to wake up?
If 3 and Therithiel,
I-
we're gonna take the last watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said I'd do last watch, so
So it'd be 2 watches.
if that doesn't ruin my exhaustion
Tell you what,
levels, then yeah.
I will do second watch, and I will also on second watch cast dancing lights, but pull it under like a cloth so it isn't super bright. As more of like a hooded lantern sort of thing.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So you have a little bit of light.
Yeah.
Also meditating, so I can still be on.
Each of you can make a perception check, or one of you can aid the other.
I feel like I will make my own.
I
After
ate
he
him?
rolls.
You could do it with advantage. Yeah, you could have 30th.
Oh,
aid
that
you.
was so good. 9.
Oh.
No, but I'm helping you because I'm still there.
Oh, you want me to advantage it? Okay, I'll do it again.
Yes.
Okay. 15.
Oh my god! Thank God!
That's pretty good for me.
Thank God.
Okay.
At least it's not an 8 and a 9. You know.
If it was another 8, that would be great. 9, 8, 9, 8.
So funny.
At one point, you can hear voices. What sound like
My ears kind of just.
guttural voices. Do you speak Orcish?
I do not.
In that case, you don't understand what they're saying, but it's definitely not common that they're speaking. They don't sound entirely human. They kind of stop outside the barn briefly, and you can hear what sounds like a little scuffle of like 2 individuals maybe before it sounds like they move on. They never come into the stable. They never bother you.
I won't do anything. That's fine.
Okay. Third watch.
That's me.
I'll wake up.
Well, that's us.
Are you gonna gently like get Cora off you?
Yeah, I'll lift her head, make a little bit of hay,
I should
and
just
set
yeet
it back
her.
down.
Get off me.
Isn't that an episode of Friends or something?
And Therithiel is in on this as well.
Yeah.
I'll just aid whoever is making a
No. I should aid you.
Okay.
'cause I'm still exhausted.
I
you
do not want to
are.
roll dice because.
I will roll, then I will do the perception check. But just so you know, I have no dark vision.
I'm there.
I'm aiding you. I'm
Okay.
still exhausted till the end of this rest.
Do I roll with advantage then?
Yes, if you're being aided. And E3, you are no longer exhausted.
Yay!
Yay! Woo! Oh, it's almost at 20.
Ooh, nice.
Okay. It's probably around dawn when you can hear the sounds of like squeaky wooden wheels rolling on the road outside. You can hear low voices, hushed whispers, and what sounds like a wagon rolling by. They stop outside the stable. And like, there's that moment of like, you know, when you're in a room and you're like holding your breath because it sounds like someone's about to walk into the room. Like you can hear them outside. You can hear somebody dismounting, somebody walking up. You can hear, hey, where's the hostel? Voice further away, you can't really hear. What? Why not? Whatever. And then the footsteps moving away. And that's about it.
I'm gonna prep my spells for the day.
Well, hey, if you're doing that, you know
Me
what else
too.
you can do?
Yeah. Move the moons.
Yep, each one advances 1 step.
1 step. Alright. Yay! It's in Discord.
The Guardian is in Discord. The Sleeper is out of Discord. And the Lost is in Harmony.
Dang. Sucks to be under the Guardian. How do I pick this one?
So, what this would mean for you is your moon feels far away from you. It feels distant. You have to really work hard to tap into its magic, its primal power, to channel your inner wild beast.
And it
obviously you
means
have
I
the gems.
can't. Oh wait, what is it? I can still wild shape, but it's reduced to the.
I'm looking right now.
Yeah, it's reduced to
let's see.
half.
Yeah, reduced to your 4th level, so it'd be half. CR 1/2.
Oh dang, yeah, that's really limiting.
To be fair, that's the same as what a normal druid who's not of the moon can do.
That's true. Okay. Cool.
All right. Well,
No more
the sun
direwolves.
is kind of
more
streaming
direwolves.
through some cracks in the wall. What would you like to do?
Shall I go out and catch us some breakfast, or do we plan to go into?
Maybe we should have done that on the way home.
Oh, I thought you were gonna do that on the way home. We're gonna go hunting.
I forgot.
We
Oh,
forgot.
we did forget.
Yeah.
Totally forgot.
Um,
You can go do that if you want.
Well, my preference is always fresh food, but we're going to be on the road for a bit. So if we want some easy pickings, we could get breakfast somewhere.
We could always hunt on our way out, and maybe have a late breakfast.
That's true.
Also true. What are we planning to do today? Do we go report?
I don't know how long it would take us to get to this village. Maybe it's best if we do get word to him, but it's I know he probably doesn't want any contact after last night.
Perhaps we could find a boat to sail us upstream.
Do I know how far away Oakhurst is? Not really. I know it exists, but I don't think I know.
I don't think we've rolled on that. Let's call it a history check.
Okay.
And while you're doing that, I need to
Could I
check
also make a
really
history check?
Have you? I forget. Have you already rolled on Oakhurst and failed? I know Nova
No.
succeeded on a roll for Oakhurst.
I haven't rolled.
I just got a 9, so.
Then you may attempt it as well, Dracon. So you're not really sure the exact distance, Nova.
15.
Okay. As far as you know, following the road, let me make sure Oakhurst is where I think it is. I really got to update both of these maps. Oh god. Okay. It's over 60 miles. You would know, Dracon. Following the road. Now that's 60 forested miles. So that would be half movement at best.
If we go on foot, sorry, it will probably take us around 4 to 4.5 days.
That following the road or going back country?
It's all forested, so I don't think it really matters too much. Maybe the river would be faster. It might be worth checking with a captain of a boat, maybe, before we decide which route we want to take.
Perhaps we can acquire smaller rowboats and row up there.
Agree. Do you know where you could find a scimitar? I wanted to get a different weapon.
I mean, we are staying with a blacksmith, so
Right.
I could make
never
one,
bought a
but
weapon.
not before we leave.
Oh.
He might have
You
some,
He'll have one?
maybe. And if
We
not,
could
there's
ask
probably there must be a shop here in town that sells weapons.
Do you think that I could trade him my staff for a scimitar? Or
No.
Oh.
you could probably spend gold on it, though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we do have that.
We do have money, yes.
I go to reach for my pouch. Like, we do have.
It's gone.
Oh no.
Where is my money? Where is my gold? I start patting myself down everywhere.
What do you?
Going down to the spot where I was meditating. Start digging around, see if it's there somewhere.
Have you lost your money for
Everyone
They've
check
taken it from
pouches.
me.
Yeah,
Precious.
I check mine as well.
When all the rest of you start like patting yourselves down, all of you have your money except Therithiel.
Where was the last time you knew you had it, Therithiel?
It was at. What was that place called?
The Waterside Hostel.
The hostel. I bought
That was a
drinks
lot-
there at the hostel. That's the last I remember.
Do you remember I guess not, but do you remember if you had it while we was out last night?
I do not know.
You didn't drop it with the goblins, did you?
If it fell, I could have heard it fall.
That was a lot of money, so I imagine you would. Maybe you could inquire, maybe you just dropped it and some kind person handed it in, maybe.
In a place
That's
like
a lot
this,
of money.
I doubt that very much.
What would you like to do?
Yeah.
I think perhaps we shall go get breakfast at the hostel and see if I can inquire perhaps if anyone there might have it.
Would you like to borrow some copper?
Just copper.
Here's 2 copper.
I'm insulted. I'm kidding.
I will buy you breakfast.
Did you come into contact with anybody while in there?
The only person that came within reach was that woman. Dala, I believe her name was.
Do you think maybe she took it?
It might have been either her or that fellow Dean, but I have a sneaking suspicion it might have been her, yes.
So do we go there and kill her, or do we question her first?
Perhaps just questioning. I don't think that's murder.
Of course we're going to question her. Why would we just kill a person? That is stupid.
I think maybe that should be a very gentle, private conversation. Like, she seemed to have a lot of
Perhaps I can
respect.
sneak up to her room and catch her off guard there.
That might come across in a very different kind of way.
I like the idea of that one.
She did seem the sort.
Her husband works there.
And her husband is our contact as well.
I imagine if you question him, he would lie for her. If you ask her, she would lie if she took it. I don't know, in a place like this, you'll get a straight answer out of anybody. We haven't since we got here, so...
I did end up sneaking into their room, and they do have, when you guys were in there yesterday, and they do have this, like, metal box, but it's trapped, and it has a poison needle in it. So, if you're good at opening traps, I bet the money's in there.
I look at Junko.
Maybe
Perhaps that is a smart play.
maybe we ask first. It may be a test.
The only problem
Why
with asking...
Why
Go
would
ahead.
she steal from people that she's giving a job if it's not like, hey, are you smart enough? Right?
You're
Maybe.
not wrong.
Perhaps.
But also they work for the temple, and it seems like a lot of them are just money motivated, so if they saw the opportunity to...
True. My only thought with asking first is that would tip them off that we know it went missing. Well, of course we'll know it went missing. It was like 3,000 plus worth of gold, right, for reveal that you lost?
Yeah.
It was a lot of coin.
I feel like if we didn't notice, that would
It was a lot of coin.
we probably wouldn't get any more employment there.
Yeah.
Perhaps then we go.
What if you just go and confront her and see what happens, and then we can go from there?
Yes, I like this idea.
You doing that?
Yes.
I'm
sure.
not gonna go with you though, because I do not want to set foot in there. So I'm gonna go buy a scimitar in the meantime.
What time of day is it? Is it still
It's
early
morning. It would be, I think, probably like 8 or 9 in the morning at this point. Early for E3.
Would you like somebody to accompany you, Nova?
Yeah, I don't know anything about buying weapons, so if anyone
I know a
is
little
good with
bit
that.
about. I know a little bit about blacksmithing and weapons.
And Captain Weapons over here might be able to help you.
Yes, Miss
Definitely
Junko could
Junko.
also come.
It might be.
Could probably go with Therithio though.
Well, it might be better if we show the same faces Cora, do you still have your eye patch?
Oh no, she buried.
No.
The owl took it.
Maybe they won't notice.
Perhaps we can tell them we're powerful wizards and we made it to grow back.
I have one more thing. If we are going to meet, was it Mother Scrang? Did you want to do that all together? Or
oh wait, where is the map? I was gonna say,
just
where
down the
is
road, like 20 feet.
Mother Scrang's is south of Otis, and
So you are
the
here?
hostel is north.
Yeah.
Mother Scrang is there.
Okay. I mean, we could just pop in there real quick. I doubt she's back already though. And if she is, then we'll just get everybody in there later.
okay. Also, I know this is like a lot. I keep talking. I'm sorry. Should we inquire about a boat and see how long it does take?
If
I think that is the
Ellie wants to
best.
do that, or
Well, if we are going to the hostel, perhaps I can inquire there.
I mean, if there's going to be a captain, odds are they will be there.
Yeah.
yeah,
Shall we leave then for the hostel?
split up.
Good luck with getting your money back, Riffiel.
Yeah.
It was a lot of money.
All right. So as you guys are kind of splitting up into different groups, who
So
wants to go first?
I vote hostile group.
Hostile.
Sure.
All right. Let's handle the hostilities.
Gonna get super hostile.
Mm-hmm.
You
Super.
guys travel up the road a bit. You can see, by the way, there is a wagon that is kind of parked under the eave of the hostel near their own stable. There are, it looks like, 4 scale armored humans standing guard around the wagon. Very casual, but all of them you can see have what looks like brand spanking new steel halberds and sharp swords, and crossbows at the ready. And they're not being trifled with by pretty much anybody here. Going into the hostel itself, you find it is nearly abandoned. There's almost no one present. You can see there is a barmaid currently asleep at a table, just head out cold, head on her arms. The hostler is not present, like there's no one behind the front desk. There is one halfling server you can see who's just kind of behind the bar, wiping things off, going about his business. When he sees you, he kind of does a little double take. Oh, hello! You need something?
Well met. I am not sure if you are perhaps open. It seems a little empty in here.
It's hardly dawn, innit?
It is early, yes. Are you open?
You're in here.
I walk up to the bar. Do you have anything for breakfast?
Breakfast. Got some beer stew.
I look back at the group.
Can it be warmed?
No. Maybe. I don't know. You can do what you want with it.
I meant, can it be provided warm?
Oh. Probably not. It's been cooling all night. So you want breakfast?
Is Lady Dala in, perhaps? We had an appointment. to
Dala?
meet with her.
Yeah, she's sleeping.
Well, she's told me to come meet her at this time. Is she?
Make
Perhaps.
a deception check for me.
Oh, because we know my rolls are so hot today. Deception. What was that? 12?
Oh. Well, she didn't tell me nothing. But that's just like her. You want I should go get her up?
Perhaps if you just tell me where she is, I could go meet her myself.
Well, she's up in her room.
Which room might that be?
Now, hang on. I actually have an answer to this. Wait.
We have a map?
Doing Dracon's idea
No,
after
I don't
all.
have a map.
Oh.
Killer.
Second floor, third room on the left. But, I'd knock.
Would you like
Of
us
course.
to wait here, Thrithiel?
Yes, if you want to get breakfast started, I will be back.
Sure. Come on, Cora. Has Cora come in with us?
Yeah. She's
Yeah,
with you.
Let's get a table.
Sit wherever you like.
Okay.
He's gonna pause and... Oi, Pearl! Up and at him! And the barn becomes... I'm awake. And she's gonna kind of really quick get up and get you guys... If you want drinks or anything, she'll take care of you guys.
They got anything besides alcohol?
No, they don't.
Cora's gonna pass.
Just the food.
You don't like the rum in here?
The rum's a bit
Gonna
strong.
pass on the food and the alcohol.
Yeah, the food's not great either, to be honest.
It was
it's-
more just an excuse to sit here.
Yeah.
But she'll
Okay,
sit.
so who's going up to
It's only me.
Just
Yeah.
the Rithiel. Okay. You can find the door, no problem.
I put my ear to the door, see if I could hear anything.
Make a perception check. Do I have something for this?
Oh, okay, finally. 18.
18. You can hear soft, light snoring on the other side of the door.
Could I distinguish if it's just one person snoring or?
You can tell it sounds like only one person.
I look on this side of the door, see if there's any kind of latch or hidden traps before I open it.
With that perception, you don't see any traps or anything of that sort.
Is there anyone out in the hallway?
No.
I give the door handle a little jiggle, see if it's open or unlocked.
It is locked.
I try to unlock it.
Do you have any thieves' tools?
I do not.
Okay, you may make a dexterity check with disadvantage.
Dracon was right. Gonna kill her.
Dex check, disadvantage.
I know everything that's going to happen in this game, just so you know.
Alright, I'm gonna
Can't
need someone
prove
to
you
tell me how to do
Am I a snake princess?
disadvantage again.
Wow, is she a
something
snake
right click.
princess?
Yeah, if you
Oh,
right click on the number,
There we go. Okay, I got you.
then you have to tick.
I will read you your cards.
I keep
Let me
on
get
holding it and it doesn't work. Oh no.
Double ones, nice.
Oh, you're gonna break
Go
the
on,
lock.
not getting into that room.
Yeah, without
Let's
the
say
proper
4.
tools, there's just nothing you can do here.
Oh,
Is there
Double
any
ones.
windows in this floor?
that's double fail.
There are not.
Bro, you need to
Not
do
in the hall,
something
anyway.
that doesn't involve rolling,
Yeah.
so you can do this.
Need to
Hit
roll
I-
the door!
I knock on the door softly.
The snoring immediately stops.
Roll a knock
Everyone-
check.
Just a minute.
I felt that as well.
Missed the door.
Maybe
Just
45
something
seconds
in
later. Over this time, you can hear what sounds like some activity on the other side of the door. Then you can hear the latch being undone and the door opens. You can see Dala in what looks like a nightdress. Oh,
Does it
good morning.
open all the way?
No.
Partially?
Partially. Enough that she can see you.
Do I see any latches or anything?
No.
I push the door in and cover her mouth as I walk in.
Okay, make your choice of athletics or acrobatics check.
Dracon's rubbing off
do
on you and
do I
Meg
have
right
to
now.
roll?
You do,
What do you
because
mean?
she's not
Dracon's
just going
neutral
along
good.
with this.
24.
24. Okay, yeah. Pretty much, you suddenly shove the door open, grabbing her by the face as you're pushing her back with your hand over her mouth. You can hear her protesting under your hand. What do you do?
If we're right next to the door, I kind of just cover her mouth, and just kind of go on the side of the wall, just pin her up against the wall. With my foot, I close the door.
Okay. It clicks shut.
I am holding her there.
Okay.
I seem to misplace my coin. Perhaps you may know where it might have fallen to. I'm waiting for her to do a nod, yes or no.
I'm gonna let you do either your choice, persuasion or intimidation here.
Let's go with intimidation. No, you know what? I'll do persuasion. If I can find it, there it is. 15.
15. You can hear angry... She's trying to say something angry under your hand. She is pissed. It's pretty clear.
I tell her, don't move. And I give her a quick pat down.
So you're uncovering
She doesn't
her
have
mouth?
any weapons. No, with my other hand.
Oh, I gotcha. Well, I'll use your earlier perception. Patting her down, you actually do find she was concealing a little serrated knife.
I take it away from her and just throw it out towards like the bed or something.
Okay. That she says something
Use
under
this
your
later.
hand. Again, you can't tell what she's saying because you're covering her mouth, but not at all pleased.
Now then, I'm going to remove my hand. I do not want you to scream for aid. It will not end well for you. I am just here for my money. Nothing else. And I softly and slowly just remove my hand.
You knife-eared son of a bitch. You'll pay for this. You come into my room. You'll be lucky if you have your head when the sun goes down.
You take my gold. You think you are the only one with friends in high places. You do not know who my friends are.
No, I don't. And that is why I am not threatened by them. You've made a terrible mistake, friend.
We shall see when the time comes who has made the mistake. Now, if you would be so kind and give me back what is mine.
She's going to,
Slowly. I'll back away a little bit.
She's going to get on her knees next to her bed and lift a floorboard right under the bed, reaching into a little cubby. You can make out a few things in there, but she will take out what is unmistakably your coin purse.
That bitch.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
I couldn't make out what else was in there.
Yeah, sort of. It looked like a little bit of some gold. You saw some kind of potion or phial of something, like a PHIAL, and some jewelry.
Gonna rob them later.
Later.
I kind of check the weight of the gold. Is it all here? Does she divvy it up?
All of your money is back, looks like.
Do I have to like go in there and count?
You don't have to go in and count.
One,
Your money is back.
Alright, so I kind of just give it a toss. Loop it back in my belt. I hope this doesn't destroy our friendship and
You're a
what's
dead man.
becoming.
She's
we don't know
literally
him.
been saying,
We don't know him.
she's been saying you're fucked for the past 5 minutes. Hopefully we're still friends.
Hopefully we're still friends. Nice doing business.
We shall see. Then I just walk out the door.
Okay.
Close it. I don't give her my back. I just walk back.
All right,
Back.
she's
Close it.
staring venom at you the entire time.
Ditto.
Um,
I walk back down to my friends and tell them we
Well-
should leave now.
while that was happening, can we go back to before when we sat down?
Yes.
When things were still okay.
when things are just and let's just stay there and never leave. So after, I guess, broth is brought, depending on how long that takes.
It's room temperature.
That's fine.
And it's like started to thicken a little bit.
Ooh, fatty.
Yeah, Cora doesn't want any of that. No thanks.
No, sorry. Cora, are you okay to have a chat here? I know it's not a particularly nice place, but
yeah, as
I
long
wanted to
as you
talk to
don't
you.
say, the name again.
It wasn't.
I know it wasn't you, but we probably shouldn't say
It wasn't related to.
Oh, okay.
It was about you, to be honest.
What about me?
Well, I wanted to talk to you. Like, you keep getting offended when people call you naive, and because of that, I wanted to talk to you about what happened last night.
I wanted to talk to you about that too.
Well, do you mind if I say my bit and then you can?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I wanted to say to you that I did my best with that situation. I know that you weren't happy with it. And with that, and I'll make sure no one's listening, with that goblin, I thought we were there to do what I did, and I tried to make sure it didn't suffer as much as I could. But you were clearly affected by it, and I wanted to ask something of you because of that. Firstly, I want you to stop thinking as naivety as a negative. People call you that and you react badly, and I think it's positive. I think it's a good mindset. And secondly, don't ever stop asking if there's a better way to do stuff. I don't know if what I did last night was right, but I feel like you questioning it makes me think about those things, and hopefully I'll do it better next time. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. The thing is, I kind of just got swept up in the moment when we made this deal. I was just so excited. It just seemed to kind of fall in our lap, And maybe that was naive of me to believe that, but I didn't really think about killing the goblins and killing things. I just thought, I didn't really think. We gotta just go take care of this thing, and and seeing it, and he told us his name, and he had a personality, and it felt wrong. And this isn't the first time I felt like that traveling with you guys. Killing just feels wrong.
I agree. I get no pleasure from it, and my understanding is that goblins are look around, make sure no one listening.
There's no one to
goblins. Yeah, every time I say goblins, I'm like, oh shit, should I have said that? They're mostly evil and never a good thing. And these guys were covered in fire, if you know what I mean. There is nothing I believe there was nothing good that could have come from letting them live. But I understand it's difficult for you, and I'm willing to do that so that you don't have to.
Well, I wanted to ask, why did you guys cut their ears off?
I don't know. Junko did that.
She's a collector of things.
I think it was proof.
The psychopath.
I think it was, hey, look, we must have killed them because we've got an ear, kind of thing. But I thought that was weird too.
Yeah, that was a lot.
Yeah.
Cutting off their ears and then smashing their heads apart. Yeah.
Yeah. I presume she had I didn't even think to question her. I presume she had a reason for it. I trust her to know what she's doing.
I do too. I just wasn't expecting it. It was really violent.
Yeah.
But I just don't want to, kill anymore. I killed somebody. And I've been thinking about it ever since it happened.
Do you want to talk about it?
It was at the moat house.
Okay.
I hit him and he fell and then he died. And I killed him.
You shouldn't. He would have done the same to you. I presume you didn't try to kill him.
No, I was just trying to get it away from you guys. And
in situations like that, you do the best you can and do everything you can to get out alive.
Yeah, I didn't want him to hurt you guys,
I didn't want him to hurt us guys either.
But...
And thank you.
You could see, big Studio Ghibli tears, forming in her face.
Mm-hmm. Right about this point is when you see a very hastily coming down the stairs Therithiel. You're muted.
I wouldn't say hastily, I'm kind of just jaunting down, but with some urgency. I'm not running downstairs.
Run, everyone to us!
I walk up to the table. Perhaps it's time for us to leave now.
What? We got you a bowl of this soup.
Yeah,
it's
really
not fat and meat floating in it.
I look at it. Suddenly I'm not hungry anymore. Let us go see what the rest are doing, shall we?
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
All right.
Walk out.
As you guys make your way outside, let's cut to...
Just before we leave, I'd just stand up and offer Cora a cuddle.
Aww.
Oh, Cora goes and
I don't know what's going on, but I join. I whisper, we must do this outside. We cannot stay here. Let's go.
I was going to say all three of the people in the building are just looking at you now.
Yeah.
All right. Was it just the one other group then?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, I think
Nova
so.
and
Shopping.
Nova,
Dracon.
Dracon, and
Junko.
Junko.
Okay. Where are you guys headed first?
I guess I'll go to the is the blacksmith open?
Yes.
Too early?
Yes, it is open. There's already, you can smell the smoke coming from his furnace and forge.
Realize we don't have music for the town.
His name was Otis, right?
There's music playing.
Yeah, that's music.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is.
Otis?
You have to refresh.
Morning.
Hi, I wondered if you had any sickles the weapon?
Like for
farming,
harvesting field?
For fighting. No, for fighting.
Combat sickle.
Yes.
Yeah, I got a few.
I thought you wanted a scimitar, not a
Yeah, I was going to say
I
over
said
again.
scimitar and I meant sickle. I realized that I said the wrong thing. I'm used to saying scimitar because of Kyra. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
So different, right?
Yeah, it's a curved sword.
Yeah.
Anything right along this shelf here. Something takes your fancy. Bring it up on the counter. And you can see there's like 5 different sickles. Most of them are more or less the same. One of them is... Do you know what a khopesh looks like? It's...
I do.
It's closer to a khopesh than a sickle. It's a very Keprian style, which would be north of Saragarda.
Oh, I just googled it. Oh, fancy.
They're cool. I like
The
them.
rest are your typical half-moon sickles. Just the main differences are in the handle of it.
Do they like have any fancy things on any of the handles, or like I don't know? I'm going for aesthetics here.
None of them appear to be of a magical nature, unfortunately, or of a special nature. They're all clearly designed for weapon use first and foremost over farming. And like you can see clearly, the steel is thicker and more tempered than what you'd get in like a farming tool. But otherwise,
they all like look the same, other than the khopesh.
They do look good quality. Just, I mean, you know, it's not dwarven made or anything.
I will. Oh. I like the look of the khopesh. I'll pick up that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Made that as part of a commission for a Keprian feller who came in here one day, a couple months back. He got run out of town before he could pay for it.
Oh, that's. Well, should I put it back? Maybe.
No, he's not coming back. It's all yours for. Mark it down. 2 gold.
2 gold? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know anywhere that I could sell my staff? I can't hold 2 weapons.
Yeah, I suppose I could seize that. Happy to buy her off you. Also happy to make you a hook if you want one. Wouldn't be the
I
first
don't think
one I've made.
Oh, hell yeah.
I don't think a hook is my style, but that's really nice of you.
Could probably
I have
mount
a question.
that sickle to it if you wanted.
What does Nova staff look like? Is it just a plain quarterstaff?
Yeah, it's a plain quarterstaff. It does have it had like feathers and the trinket that E3 made us. She put that on there, but she's taken it off, and if you look at her, it's now on a little bird skull totem with like snake fangs on her waist.
Miss Nova,
So the quarterstaff is just plain.
Do you mind if I take yours? Yours has decoration and mine's just a plain quarterstaff.
Sure, I'll leave some of the feathers on it. I'll just take the sickle then, sir.
Alright. 2 gold.
Alright.
Say, you lot didn't happen to check in at the hostel or check in on them pirates yet, did you?
I haven't been to the hostel, but for good reason. Dracon, you were there, right? Did you find those pirates?
I actually didn't spend too much time inside, but the group, yes, we went to the hostel last night.
Yeah,
Well,
they're
I
there
reckon
now, actually.
You'd be
so.
more likely to find them at the Boatman's Tavern. Only a few
We
of them
haven't
will be
seen-
lurking around the hostel. They don't get rooms. They sleep on their ship for free. Mostly just want to drink, fuck, throw their weapons around, get into a little bit of a brawl, make threats,
Yeah,
you know, that sort of thing.
We haven't seen any pirates as of yet.
Right. Well, just let me know when you do.
We will speak to the rest of the group and perhaps we can do that this morning, but we do have other things we need to take care of.
Yeah. Well, good luck with that. Hey, you mentioned yesterday you were looking for the witch at the apothecary.
Oh yes, I owe her a favor.
No, it's no business of mine. Just gonna let you know she's back in town today.
Oh. Well, I suppose we'll go there. Thank you.
Sure thing.
Is it just the straight? I'm just trying to add it to my inventory. It's just the one, no fancy, no +1 or anything like that.
So, funny thing, it is a Keprian sickle, and therefore it does. It has a -1 penalty to damage. However, you can use it to disarm instead of deal damage if you want, as part of as a standard attack action.
That's cool.
Okay. Is it? Do I have to like add a note in there for it then? Or is it under there? Is?
If you go,
it's a custom thing. I doubt it would be in there.
Yeah, you have to go in there and customize it, which I can do for you later if you want.
Sure.
Otis, as I now have this new one, you can take this one off my hands if you'd like.
Aurelian Oak. Happy to pay you 2 silver for it.
You can take it for free. Take that as
Yeah.
a thank you for last night's accommodation.
That's mighty kind of you.
Yeah, and I'll hand you my quarterstaff. It's got a couple feathers from like jungle birds on it, so they're pretty colorful.
I'm adding it to my thingy as Nova's quarterstaff.
Accurate.
Oh,
to get a better one.
do you have a way to hold? Do I have a way to hold this sickle on my belt?
Yes. Part of the sale, it comes with a frog, so you can.
Okay.
Obviously, there's not really a sheath that you could easily sheath it in, so you would obviously want to be kind of careful, like climbing or whatnot. But.
Okay.
What did you call the clasp?
A frog.
Just out of interest. A frog, like an actual, like a frog.
A live frog.
Not.
It just comes
animal.
with a live
Oh
frog.
my God.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
wasn't.
like a complimentary frog.
Perfect
You know?
for me.
I wasn't sure if I misheard or if it was
No,
actually
I
called
have
a
a
frog.
frog.
No,
That's
that's
what
what it's called. It's
Yep.
called a
Okay,
frog.
cool.
That's the part that like hooks a sword's sheath to your belt or
A
whatever.
frog just looks up at you and ribbits.
Ep.30 definitely
like-
knew that, but I didn't.
You give him like a little
Okay.
squeeze, and the tongue will hook onto the weapon. And
Nice.
The tree frog.
You've got one job. Hold on to this.
It's not like
Okay.
it's gonna cut his tongue or anything.
Okay, yeah, I'd like to head to Mother Scriggs after the right now, Dracon, if that's all right.
Yes. Did you want to wait for the others before, or should we just head there now?
I don't think that's necessary.
Okay, let's go then. After you, miss.
Oh, Junko is with you guys
That's
too.
right.
don't
Junko
forget.
is with you.
Yeah.
She's
That cool with you, Junko?
the nice thing about Junko
Yeah.
being so introverted is she rarely has anything to
Easy
say.
play.
Oh, you know what she does? She goes,
Mm-hmm. Her and Otis could have one mean conversation.
Mm.
True.
Okay. I thought I had a sound set for that.
I'm gonna remove my quarterstaff from my inventory.
Dang. I never added it. It's tragic. Well, while I'm tracking that down, as you make your way across the street, basically, to the apothecary, it's just like, it's not even 100 feet away, honestly. It's right by there. Where is my apothecary? I swear I had a sound for this.
I know a
driving
good sound for this.
Is it the investigation music?
It's the investigation one.
No.
Oh.
All right, this'll do.
The funky investigation music.
Thatch, yeah.
As you enter into the dark, shadowy building of the apothecary, Mother Scriggs, you can see the sign hanging from its creaky chain. You see that there is Medley, who's kind of crouched near one shelf, and she's currently mumbling to herself as she's stuffing different bins and containers with different leaves and powders, it looks like. While behind the old counter... That's a little much. Behind the old counter, you can see a venerable old woman with... I mean, her back is old and bent. She has scraggly gray locks sticking out from beneath the aged shawl that she was actually wearing the last time you saw her as well. Don't mind the animal sounds, that's fine. Actually,
a bird in there, it's cool.
You know what? I don't like Alchemist's Lab after all. We're gonna go
That
back
sounded
to
like a creepy door just being opened or something.
I mean, that's not inaccurate.
I feel like that place would have a bird's nest somewhere in the rafters, though.
It absolutely does.
She did have a bird in there last time.
Mm-hmm. There was a crow. As soon as you come in, the woman kind of fixes you in a hawk-like stare, pursing her lips. Medelia, leave us. What? I'm still stuffing them. Leave us, I said. I wish to talk with this client alone. And the entire time, like, she hasn't removed her gaze from you, Nova. Medley, kind of mumbling to herself, gets up, like, brushing the front of her dress off. Oh, you again? Well, welcome back. She's gonna make her way into the back room and kind of close a curtain, leaving you in the shop alone with Mother Scrang. You look well, girl.
Oh, a lot better. Thank you. Again.
Her eyes
I owe you my life.
shift to Dracon and to Junko.
This is Dracon and
Hi.
Junko. They are friends that I met in Hummelbank.
You look like a scholar, and you a mercenary.
I nod my head.
They have the same goal to help with the temple as well.
To help with the temple.
Well,
The goal should be to survive, dear girl.
we were wondering actually if you knew anything about this Gulthias tree.
The Gulthias tree. Yes, that would account for the blights that have taken root in Narrowwood. That does make a sort of sense. And this Gulthias tree wouldn't happen to bring you near to the ruins of the old temple, would it?
I'm not sure where it is, actually. We only have information of a goblin that brings fruit twice a year to your shop.
I've been unclear. Your purpose for being here, back here where you should never have come again, is just for this tree, and not for any misguided attempts at avenging yourself or your loved ones? That's what I thought. Tell me of your tree.
I guess I'll I wasn't actually there to know anything about the trees.
If you want to look to, what you know is.
I guess I'll look to Dracon. Yeah, I'll
yes,
say it.
if I may, so within the Druid's Grove within Hummelbank, I'm not sure if you're aware of such a place. It was attacked by blights.
I know.
And we acquired information telling us that the Gulthias tree, or a Gulthias tree within the woods.
Can't remember the name.
Where we are, the Nullwood, where we are now, would be the home of such tree.
Well, whoever told you that at least knew their business. Yes, there should be some source to the blight that afflicts the wood. The wood has grown dangerous, though. Blight is the least of its worries. If the temple to the north is allowed to continue to grow in power, I fear all woods in Saragarda are in peril, minded by druids or not. And you, scholar, and you, mercenary.
Hello.
Are you here just for your treat?
I am here with the group.
The group.
Pardon?
There are more of you.
There is
3 more. Yes.
Yes. We have business within the forest, of course, with the tree, but yes.
And I'll look at Nova.
And you are all of you from Hummelbank.
I'm looking at my feet.
I came technically from Vigormount to Hummelbank when I met the rest.
From Vigormount?
Yes. I was a teacher there.
Really?
Yes.
You are far from home. You've come to dark parts. Very well. I will inform you of what I can find of your tree. Give me an hour.
Thank you.
I have a question, if I may. I see these 3 jars over here in this cabinet.
Got is
Kyotom's
scrolls?
Yes, I brewed them myself.
I believe they heal and cure disease.
You are not wrong, as well as any injury you have sustained. And poison as well.
They seem extremely useful and
valuable, yes.
My question is, how much would they cost either individually or as all 3 as a set?
Were I to sell them, I would charge 500 in gold for each. However, I would only sell them were I convinced they were going to a good home where they would find the best use.
And how could I convince you of such a thing?
In this town? I doubt you could.
Bear in mind we are not from here, and you of course know our new friend Nova. We set out to go and help take care of the Golfire's tree to stop the blight.
Why?
Because it is affecting not just the grove within Hummelbank, but the surrounding area.
And why do you care?
Because blight should not be in the world.
Were you a scholar of biology? Botany, perhaps? Trees?
No, I actually like history mainly.
Huh.
But the world as a general whole, I guess.
And
But
how
I
much
have
are you
friends
being
who-
paid to care about this?
I don't believe anything.
Make a persuasion check.
Are we? We're not being paid to do the Gulthias.
I don't believe
thing.
so.
I didn't think
We've-
so.
No.
Triple advantage, right?
No.
Only 11.
Perhaps. We shall see. We shall see. But do not think to bring the girl into this. I feel no guilt, and now she kind of does fix Nova in her stare, as I warned her not to return.
I never knew this was the case, that she was not to return.
Why doesn't that surprise me? So, at least you learned some wisdom in your time here. Yeah, that's
I am
something.
always looking for knowledge.
I don't mean you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
I just like to be included.
I just
Return in
thought
1
she was
hour.
talking to me. It's fine.
Yep. Okay. I guess we'll be back in an hour.
Okay. Okay. It's been a pleasure.
This seems nice.
Mother Scran, I will see you soon.
And I smile.
She's already like moved on to do. She's getting things ready. Looks. You can see like she's shouldering like a little bag and getting a stick out, and like she's actually, by the time you guys are out the door, she's already making for the door, and as soon as she's out, she starts walking away straight into the woods to the east.
I'll see you soon. I feel like that could have gone better.
Yeah, I guess I wasn't too clear on my relationship with this person. He did tell me never to come back here. So
You definitely made it sound like she was a friend of yours and she would be happy to see you.
I didn't.
Safe and well,
No, I
but
didn't make
no.
it seem like she would be happy to see me. I said that she had helped me once before, and maybe she would do it again. I didn't say she liked doing it.
Yes, well, hopefully she can give us some information.
Honestly, she's more scary than my own mom sometimes. Ugh.
My mother is lovely. Maybe you'll meet her one day.
I'd love to meet her. What's that like?
She's about 90 at the moment, I think, so she might not be around for too much longer.
As you guys are talking, where was everyone planning to regroup?
We didn't really talk about this.
We did not.
We never talk about that.
The
However,
stable, I guess.
Yeah, we would go.
Yes, yeah, that's the natural.
Ithri wants to pick up some dark steel ingot, a dark steel ingot before he leaves. So
Okay.
I guess we'd head back there.
All right. If you want,
Yeah,
you guys
the
can be
stable.
like making your way back toward the blacksmith as the others are making their way same. So you can kind of
Yeah,
run into
sure.
each
So
other
we
just
run
outside
into
the
you.
blacksmith.
As we leave, actually, Cora's gonna look at Thrithiel. Did you get your money?
I kind of. Are we still huddling together?
I'm still where it stopped, but Cora's gonna hold on to Ithri's hand.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, I kind of like
Skipping down the road.
Yes, I retrieved it, but I believed I could have been smoother in my actions. I believe I made an enemy of Miss Dalla.
Oh,
Doesn't bode well for us.
she wanted to keep your money?
She did.
Oh,
Perhaps I was being too aggressive when I went in to
Did you ask nicely?
ask for it. I did not.
I mean, she did steal it from you, but it seems odd that just asking for your money back would make an enemy of you.
Well,
so-
I mean, if it was a test, be like, hey, I know you got my money, so can I have it back, you know?
Yeah, like...
Let's
did
just
that
say
make-
it didn't quite go that way.
Oh.
Are we together?
They're-
Or is
that's
it
what
as
they're
you're walking
saying
out?
as they
Walking
approach
up,
you.
yeah.
Okay, no worries.
Still holding
maybe-
Ithri's hand.
Yeah.
I'm kind of just hunched over a lot because they're kind of small.
We definitely need to get in that harness, guys. So he doesn't get too far away from anybody. So he's a good boy.
Oh, me.
You talking about Ithri? Or...
Oh, not you three.
No, the leash came back for Thrithiel.
How did it go?
Mother Scrang was there. She said
Wait,
she'd
what?
come back
Oh,
in
is she
an hour.
back?
She was at
Cool.
the... Oh, she was... Okay.
Yeah, she's gonna help us locate the tree. She said
that's
to
good.
come back in an hour. I think I should go in alone next time. She's not really a fan of anybody right now.
What? I wanted to meet her.
Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea. I'm gonna be real honest.
Does she not like my kind?
I think I didn't state correctly that she told me to never come back here and that I should just stay away from the temple.
She told you to run away and never return?
Yes.
I see.
Nice.
But like...
No, she's
but
not
like in
very
a-
happy to see me back here with people, and we're eventually planning on going to the temple again. She wasn't happy about it. So
It
You
was-
have friends.
And it wasn't a nice way, right? It wasn't like, come back and I'll kill you, or...
it wasn't a come back and I'll kill you. It was a hey, you're
Try to lose
dumb.
another
Don't come
arm.
back here. I don't know what she said exactly. I can't remember.
That's fine. Okay,
It
as
was
long
like
as...
it was like a warning, like just you're better off not coming back here type of deal.
Oh.
I don't think she's happy that I didn't listen to her. So.
Well, speaking of people not happy, it didn't go so well on our end either.
Oh, so we have plenty of enemies here now. Great. Okay, we should go.
I did manage to get my coin back, but
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I
lose
also
money.
managed to make an enemy. of Miss
Did you
Stella.
kill her?
Still didn't explain that very well.
I gave him like a side look. No, I did not kill her.
So
That
what
wouldn't-
happened? How did it not go so well?
I
Did
might
you-
have forced my way into a room.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
Yes, it
You
did.
I would have
Down the
said
door?
anybody.
It did not
Well,
go
she
as I
did steal your
expected.
money, though.
You were just supposed to ask her and then see what happened. Did she say no and then you broke in?
I asked her after I broke in.
Okay, I think that was the wrong order we talked about. I think you needed to ask and then,
Well, it happened. It is in the past now. I look around, see if anyone's coming after us.
Wait,
I
so
mean,
she doesn't like you now, and so we're not really gonna get to talk to Romax. So we just went and did that mission last night. for
Oh
nothing.
no, I just realized that. Thrithiel!
We legit just did a mission for the temple for nothing.
No,
We did
maybe
it
I
for
can.
Dean,
We could smooth
not
this
for Miss
out.
Stella.
Give her back
Yes.
your money.
Give her
me,
back.
no. We did get information from the goblins a little bit, and maybe
Did we?
The name
Yeah.
of the chief, the elemental fire priest, yes,
and Big Knob.
Big Nub?
and Big Knob, yes.
Yeah. So maybe we've got some leads, but maybe it will have blown over by the time.
Yes, I did not harm her in any way. Perhaps maybe just her ego is bruised.
We'll
How
take
badly
care of
did
the
she
tree.
threaten you? Did she just go, you better leave this place? Or was she like, I'm hunting you down until you're dead? Like, what was the threat?
Somewhere in between of both of those.
Oh,
maybe we can speak to her husband and
Was it horse mafia level? Be honest with me.
Maybe we
Perhaps,
leave town and let things calm down, and maybe
yes.
when they find out about the job we did, that will help.
And then we can come back? I don't think we should be
so
back
we
here.
go to the pub, but not this one, and wait for it all to blow over. Got
The
it.
boatman's
Oh,
tavern?
that
Well,
The
perhaps-
Winchester?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Otis was wondering
Yeah.
if we had... Yeah, if we had found that captain?
Yes,
Perhaps-
he wondered if we'd
Did you
spoke to
guys-
the pirates.
The captain wasn't at in the hostel, and none of the piratey types were very talkative.
Perhaps if we go to the tavern, we might find them there.
Well,
Do not
should
know
we do
where the
that while
tavern
we're
is.
waiting for Mother Scrang to get back?
I just need to pop in here and get a dark still ingot.
It might be a good place to inquire about a boat to go to the woods.
Oh yeah, you didn't ask about that in the hospital.
There was no one at the hostel.
No, so the boatman's tavern is different to the hostel, right? I think we keep getting
Yeah.
confused
Yes.
about it.
Yeah,
presumably the
that's the owner
boatman's
of that one
tavern
is
Is where the
Skull.
boatmen go.
I mean, it could just be called that because it's on the river, but
Shush you!
Oh,
This
sorry.
this is Ithri logic at its finest. It's the boatman's tavern.
This is
It's
Nova
where the
logic. I
boatmans
don't know.
All
Well, I
right.
mean, unless I'm mistaken,
I-
the only boat that's here is anchored at the hostel.
I don't want to go into a tavern personally. I'm just gonna sit outside this apothecary and think about what I've done.
Please, someone stay with her. I don't want to leave her alone.
No. I'll wild shape to stay out of sight, but
I
What?
also,
no, I can't.
He
Wait,
did
can
just come back from a long sleep, long rest.
I have to look at the moon. Hang on.
I
I mean,
was hoping to
I
speak
don't-
to her again because of
I don't-
these.
Daytime. How'd you look at the moons?
There might not be
They're always
assassins after us this time, but maybe we should stick together.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Groups of
I
three
don't
again?
want to go to a tavern, just like I don't want to go to the hostel because the owner works for the temple, and I just don't.
Plus, she's underage, guys. Come on.
Well,
Underage for what?
Drinking?
For the tavern for drinking.
There's an age limit on
there's
drinking?
an
I don't think so.
Babe
But
is
I
12.
never
I'm
have
saying, I'm
had
saying that
alcohol
outside
before.
the game.
How about we all go to the tavern and maybe Miss Nova and maybe one or two others don't go inside. and then we come back to the apothecary. Miss Nova can speak to Mother Scrang alone. And I can also do so after, because I want to see what price she's willing to part with these healing thingies for.
Okay, that sounds
No other
good.
why are you giggling, guys?
There's just a random cat that just walked in between us talking.
Oh my god, that's a fluffy.
It's a really pretty cat. Cora's gonna pet it.
It's a spy. Kill it. It's a spy.
I really wish you wouldn't wild shape in my face. God.
I'm sorry. It's the moons. They're all out of way. I'm so.
Oh, she's shedding too.
So moving along, you guys are headed for the
Dark Steel Ingot.
Boatman.
Okay.
Yeah, we're waiting for you.
Oh yeah,
Heading for the dark
You
side.
can buy that, no problem. Did I already settle on a price for that? We did,
No.
right?
Nope.
I thought we talked about that.
No. Because I was going to use his workshop. That was the original plan, but now we're off, so I'm
Right.
not. So.
Okay, in that case, he will sell you. I might actually have to open the rules.
5 copper.
Yeah, I wouldn't count on that. It'll be
10.
Dark Steel's expensive.
I know.
25.
So I only need enough, so like probably not even a whole ingot, but enough to make 1 smith hammer.
Okay. It'll probably be 25 gold for a single ingot.
Oh, that's fine. That is absolutely fine.
Do you need some money?
No, I'm good, thank you.
Okay. Cora just happens to be there with you.
Yeah, we're holding hands now. Inseparable.
Yep.
Drag you in the shop. I need steel.
Sorry, I used sovereign glue, so we're gonna have to deal with that.
So now what?
To the
Now we'll go to the tavern.
yeah.
Okay.
Omens.
So as you make your way away from the blacksmith shop, there's a single, probably the only road sign. Oh no.
Oh. Well,
No. Yeah.
Did you download the thing I
switch to
sent
the
you?
thing.
Did you download it?
No, I
You
didn't think we would need it today.
son of a
Oh no!
forgot.
I didn't think we'd need it today.
Don't look, anyone! Don't look! Oh, you can't see that. Don't look!
You're almost perfectly with it.
Maybe time for a break.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
Thrithiel
It is
now.
10 o'clock.
You know it is.
I'm E3.
We'll be back in just a few minutes, guys.
I
Take
have
this
no
opportunity
secrets
to
whatsoever.
get some water, some snacks, stretch a little bit.
I'm
We'll see
holding
you
Cora's hand.
on the other side. See you shortly.
Yay.
Sorry. And we're back. And everybody's here. And
I made it back.
Camera's fixed. Everything's good. It's all good. Welcome back,
Surprised.
McKnight.
Thank you. I'm glad to be back. I miss you guys so much.
So, as you guys make your way out of the blacksmith shop after E3 bought his dark steel ingot, you can see a sign right on this corner, like right here, that says Inn Tavern.
Yep. Cool.
That's pretty much it. And it's like scrawled on pieces of shipped timber that have been nailed to a post. It is the most haphazard sign you've ever seen.
How's the spelling?
Actually correct, but sloppy. So, and like there's somebody started to make a typo and then like kind of tried to fix it with the paint. So,
Been there.
you guys follow the road northeast until you come to that building at the very end of the road. It's a large old warehouse building. And you can see that there's a fair bit of activity around it. Like there's people coming in and out, a lot of lurkers. You can see a very large presence, once again, of sailors and pirate types. Making your way inside. Hang on, let me just switch us on over a little bit here.
Are you coming inside? Are you an animal? Pocket spider?
Or like opens up her pocket for you.
I mean, it is a very large open warehouse, if that helps.
Okay, I'll just pull the hood of my cloak up over my head.
Okay, you blend right in. Like 3/4 of the population are exactly that. Just, cloaked.
Cora will
shadowy.
sadly close her pocket.
Sorry, Cora. I don't want to use the magic right now.
Oh, that's fair.
As you make your way inside the large warehouse, you can see that in the back corner is sort of a miniature building that is labeled Boatman's Tavern, while all around the interior of the warehouse, you can see vendors, boxes, things that have been stored and thrown into piles versus people who have maybe gone into some of the storage to help themselves and are now selling it. You can see that there's a general store in here, sort of. It's like a large set of wooden boxes somebody threw a tarp over, and they've just got different items set out on it that they're selling. Most of the people here are, it looks like, either going to certain vendors or moving straight into the Boatman's Tavern. But this is the Nacht Market.
Ooh.
And you guys are making for the Boatman's Tavern, or did you want to stop anywhere? You can see that there's, among the little vendors that you're walking past, you can see that there's some where it's unclear what they're selling, but it looks like there's rosters and checklists. You pass a place where it looks like there's, they take commissions for something. The person running it has an eye patch and a pipe.
Done, guys.
Is anything catch my interest that's on sale?
Fresh seafood.
That's on sale.
There is.
Looking for the discount.
We haven't had
discount bin.
There's a
breakfast
place where
yet,
they're
so.
selling discount jewelry.
Ooh. Fancy.
It's all fake.
Yeah.
Well,
Is there anyone selling potions or anything? Health potions, maybe, perhaps.
Some breakfast, perhaps.
there is food. There's plenty of food for sale here.
How
Fish
large
on a
in
stick.
feet is this building? Is this market? Is it more than 120 feet length wide? Basically,
No,
Ithri's
no.
thinking of going to the center and then casting.
It's like
using
50
I'm gonna find magic
spells.
stuff.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
so you could do that. You could absolutely do that.
So I'll go. Ithri is gonna waddle to the center and be like,
Waddle.
magic things.
Okay.
Yeah, he's preparing his magic stuff. It's not.
I like magic things. Please find all the magic things.
Well, let's see what he finds.
Are you okay, Ifri? Oh wait, I'm not in character.
He has to go to the bathroom.
Privy is that way.
Too much meat,
Professor
not enough
E3.
fruit. He's constipated, poor guy.
He's trying to look for
Eat some fruit.
fiber.
I have this apple left over from when I tried to give it to the horses.
You want
Oh.
an apple to sit in the pocket,
Thanks.
you know.
I'll start eating an apple.
Drake on grimaces.
Do you want one too, Dracon?
No, thank you. Not if it looks like that one.
What do you mean?
Wow.
Okay.
It's only been in my
going a bit
pocket for a few days.
Unbelievable.
Everything in here is magical.
E3, are you doing the magic sense?
I'm doing the magic
25.
thing.
25.
You actually find that there are indeed some magic items being sold here. Two of them from the... Actually, I'm sorry, all three of them coming from the same little vendor, where he looks to be maybe half elven, very greasy blonde hair all down one side of his head. He has kind of jaundiced eyes and is very gaunt and twitchy, you notice. As you approach, you are getting sense, he sells, it looks like a lot of, we'll call it resale. It's a resale shop.
Nice.
And there's all manner of odds and ends, knickknacks, some jewelry, rings and what have you. The first thing that you find is some kind of necklace that has a little red gem set into it, and it looks like it clasps right at the collar. Or collarbone, I should say. The second item is very familiar to you, since I believe you guys have literally seen this staff before. It even has the same markings on it. You are 100% positive this is Jaros's staff.
We need to buy it.
I need it.
The third, and I don't mean like a staff of the same type. I mean it's literally still got some of his dried blood on it.
What the fuck? How did they get that?
The third, and I
bearing in mind I wouldn't
this.
have actually told people this. I'm just running off to a stall guy.
I would have followed him.
I'm still like holding your hand.
Oh yeah,
honor. I randomly generated this. There is a
something good.
A wooden hand.
No.
And a little bit of
No. Is it the hand?
It is a prosthetic limb.
God, no way you randomly did this.
On my honor, I randomly rolled it.
So,
Ep.30,
knowing a little bit about salesmanship, although not actually being very good at it, is gonna start chatting to the guy. Like, hey, what have you got for sale? Have you got anything interesting? Is these knickknacks? Tell me something about what you're selling. Just chatting at the guy,
and
trying to get.
He's very like, oh yes, an artiste. I know just the thing for you. Wait, close your eyes. Now
I'll close one eye.
He's got like a beard ribbon. Just for
That's so cute, Ep.30.
You should definitely get that.
What color is it?
magenta.
Purple.
No, not my color.
I
But-
do prefer.
But nice. No, I was just wondering if you got anything special for sale or
All of my wares are completely special. Every one of them, one of a kind.
so you're
Just
selling
waiting
trinkets.
for a good
Excellent.
home. Yes.
And then I'll start pointing at random items that I want to buy, asking prices.
They
I
run
won't.
high.
All of them.
Yes.
Okay.
They're all prices, though they are magic.
They're all prices though they're magic.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna. Oh shit. Okay.
Like, what about this cloth? It is said on a windy day, if you hold it up like this, it will carry you away to a distant land where you most wish to go,
A magic
or
cloth?
over the next hill. Or
Carpet?
it'll fly you at least a little bit. No, you have to hold. It's like a sail.
Luckily, we have a wizard with us who's very good at identifying magic items.
Excellent.
I'll turn to Dracon.
Obviously, we have a no spells cast within the Noct Market policy. But you are welcome to examine them to your heart's content as soon as you've purchased them.
Can I do a medicine check on this chap?
Medicine?
Is he
Okay.
old?
Yeah.
Is he old?
No.
You said he
looks
had
youthful.
a jaundiced eyes.
Jaundiced
he's
Oh,
really
I see.
thin.
Yeah, you can do a medicine check.
Yeah. Like, is he okay? He's
I walk
no,
over to
he's fine.
I walk over
Great.
to the staff and I
Yeah.
pick it up and
I
like,
could-
perhaps you
could've
could
done
use
a
this as a
medicine
club.
check.
We prefer no touching without pay.
My apologies, good
He'll
sir.
just kind of gently but firmly remove that from your hands.
Yeah, put it back.
This wondrous staff will repel all manner of insects when you wave it in front of them. That being
That'd
the
be-
staff of the python that he is.
The staff, his
Good.
staff.
It's
Yes.
good to know. Good to know.
I just
know-
wanted to use it as a club.
I could use it as a
know it was
walking
magic.
stick in the woods. That'd be good if it repelled insects. How much is
Honest. I think that's all this is good for.
For this magnificent item, one of a kind, 750 gold.
And what about for that basic average walking stick that you're holding? Pointing at the python staff.
That is also 750 gold, my friend.
Hmm.
For that,
Such is the
walking stick,
price for peace in the jungle. But it does work even on the larger insects, I'm told.
it? Okay, I'll take it.
Cash up front. And
It is Duras's staff, yes.
It is absolutely.
Like, I recognize it. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. Do you do like a group discount if I buy more than one item?
No, we don't do discounts.
What about?
What about
discount
just
per se?
What about just reasonable prices?
All of my prices are absolutely reasonable. Yes, of course. I suppose if you are buying multiple items, we can perhaps come up with some kind of bargain, which will of course be perfectly reasonable.
Okay, so how much for this, and this?
What are
I point at the three actual. I point at. Oh wait, E3 didn't tell us.
E3 has it. Yeah, I was gonna say you don't know.
My plan was to do that exact same thing. Just be like, oh, so if we bought like 3 items, say the staff, that hand might be useful, and necklace.
Yes. Well, let's see. This hand was taken from the vaults of baleful nightmares. It is said that in the
Where's
presence. It is a legendary labyrinth, far beyond anywhere I'm sure you've ever been. But it is said that the hand, when returned to the body it was taken from, will point the way to a lost treasure.
So, where did you get it from?
All of my
responsibly sourced.
All of my sources are confidential, of course. Such is my guarantee. If you ever wish to sell something, by the way, I'm your man. And yes, the hand of prosthesis, we call it, will run you 200 in gold. And for the necklace, this...
I don't suppose that's ruby, is it? Because I'm looking for something with ruby in it.
Why, yes, it just so happens, of course, it is ruby.
Of course it is.
This lovely item was created by a forgotten goddess of magic to her most loyal champion as a token of her affection.
What does it do?
Well, it bestows a goddess's love upon you. Did I mention it is a real ruby, actually?
I've never that is the ruby bit is interesting. I've never had a goddess's love bestowed upon me. I don't know.
This is an essential item for you, my friend, and I am willing to part with it at a loss, a personal loss, for I paid a great fortune for it. For only 1,250 gold.
How much
E3,
did
do you
pay
want
for
these?
this
Do you
to
want these
acquire?
things, E3?
I don't know if a goddess's love is worth that much money. I feel like that'd only bring trouble, but the hand could be useful, and you need a walking staff, so why not get an insect repellent one?
Question,
Do
Tim.
you do trades?
Actually, don't worry.
If you have items you wish to barter, yes, I'm happy to include what I would pay for those
I
toward
pull
your
out
price.
a large chunk of blue quartz.
Oh, I need to check
Oh.
you guys' gear.
Oh,
What
Holding out
magic?
on us, are you?
What's the magic in that, Cora?
it's real pretty. It's shiny.
Is that not like a god's love?
No, it helps you
be.
find your way, right, Cora?
Yes.
I think this man only wants
Is this
magic.
the magic?
items.
Is this the magic waystone we've always heard
I found
about?
it.
Remember we
So
used it to
you're-
get out of the swamp one
You
time?
whisper it where you want to go, and it
I
glows
don't
in that
remember where we
direction.
got it.
I don't know where you got it, to be honest.
And you are willing to part with this non-magical chunk of quartz, you said?
God damn it.
It's magical.
Oh, it is enchanted. Well, sell me.
Look at it.
I'm looking.
Huh? Stilly, it's not magical, is it?
No.
No.
God, no.
Don't you want more money for it?
Did I ever do an appraise? I don't have an amount
That's
on
not
it.
really a thing. I'm looking at what it's worth. I'm looking.
Well,
Perhaps
it makes me feel magical when I hold it.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. It's really cool, guys. It's really
Feel
cool.
magical.
Persuasion.
God, I wish I had charisma.
How's the net 20? 23?
What? No.
Such is the rarest of blessings. Truly, this gem is to be cherished. And so, it is with great humility that I am prepared to offer you 70 gold for it.
Does that seem fair, Stilly?
That's probably way more than it's worth, to be honest.
Really?
More than it's worth, but not. That's a rip-off for a magic item, if that's what he actually believes it is.
Right.
Yes.
So
okay.
it's both. It is it's Schrodinger's ripoff.
I'll take it. I'll sell it for 70 gold.
Simultaneously a bargain and a ripoff.
I'll sell it for 70 and I'll trade him for the...
I should have done this earlier. Can I get a school of magic from the items? Because I think that is a thing I'm supposed to get. Let me just check.
Yeah, you've done that before.
You've done that.
Schools of magic.
You learn the school of magic it belongs to. Specifically I'm not worried about the staff. Specifically the hand and
the hand, I believe, is transmutation. The necklace is necromancy.
We're not getting the necklace, are we?
Mm-hmm.
Why not?
It's a lot of money.
That is a lot of money, and we don't know what it does, and we're not allowed to cast spells.
We can find out what it does.
I mean, you could ask how much
later.
it's all worth together, and then see.
It'd be 1,200
Separately,
plus 750.
all together is 2,200.
You'll agree this is a fantastic bargain. The bargain of a lifetime. Not one, not two, but 3 arcane implements of the highest order.
What does this necklace do, though?
Well, it bestows magic and love upon its wearer.
Does it look like a necklace full of love and?
It is pretty. I will say that. It actually is, like, looking at it.
Ruby is actually filled with blood.
Hang on, I might even
Just
have
a vial with blood instead of a ruby.
How big is the gem in it?
Oh, does it look like the necklace that y'all sold to that guy in Humblebank that was like Laris or whatever?
That wasn't magical.
Had all the rubies on it. Oh,
Wait,
that
so
was
have that?
magical.
No,
Did we sell it, or did we
Dracon.
still have it?
Dracon.
No, we
Okay.
sold it.
It is.
That's how we ended up with all this platinum.
Actually, it's gorgeous. It looks like 2 gold hands in this shape, and they're holding a trio of rubies between them that are all
Okay.
like connected to one another.
What'd you say the total was? For all 3, if I were to get all 3?
2,200.
Okay.
You said that if we were to purchase all 3, you would offer us a discount.
Yes, that is with the
So-
discount included.
No, that is not.
That math doesn't work.
I assure you it is. I was including the discount in your prices.
I don't believe you, sir.
Inside check. I know he's lying. I don't even need to do it.
Yeah,
Okay, well, what are you rolling for?
Nothing. Just gonna punch him in the head.
Oh, yes, what's my discount?
That is a discount of 30%.
Cora does like the math lady meme.
How about you give us a little bit more of a discount, good sir?
Or like throw in the coupon book.
Make a persuasion check.
20. That was nearly a 1.
Wow.
For nearby businesses.
But you have been such auspicious customers.
I didn't think it so.
I'm going to regret this. I'm going to go hungry for a week. Let us call it 2100.
Okay.
We've got an apple.
He's going to take the apple, but he's also going to take the money.
2100.
I'll pay the man in platinum.
Just straight up.
Yep.
Oh, okay. He'll take that. And like, even as like you guys are currently like putting away the magic items after you're done barding with him, you can see he's already like turned his sign around to closed. He's like putting things away and getting ready to like wheel away.
Bearing in mind, he thinks that he's completely ripped us off. He thinks that I think he thinks these aren't magic.
Oh, of course. Everything in it to him is
But I think he still ripped us off a little bit.
I'm immediately gonna put them all on, try them out.
Well, you'd need to be missing a hand for the prosthetic hand.
Yep.
Yeah. Just stick it on your elbow. Can you have like 2 hands on one arm?
Just turn around and force it on Novus.
Nova,
Here
do you
is
want
the
this?
necklace.
I think Ithri would be shuffling people away before they were tried on, so that we weren't saying stuff in front of this guy.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, nice.
It's actually nice.
Here is the
Great
staff.
on.
I have to find the prosthetic hand. I'm pretty sure I've got one for it.
I am the snake princess, so it's good.
Yeah, I feel like this is your staff.
There's
It says
no artwork for
requires
that.
attunement by a cleric, druid, or warlock, though.
Uh,
So you can't attune to it.
oh, that's true.
There is the
Unless I'm a cleric. I'm not a cleric.
I don't know. Are you a cleric?
Am I? Dracon can't even use this.
No, I could use it. That's pretty much it.
You know, I was buying you a bunch of things.
Can we take a second to talk
I
about
didn't-
the fact that Sarah
I didn't ask for any of it.
has so adamantly said, I don't want a prosthetic hand,
Here's your limb.
and then here's a prosthetic
I don't want it, Cora.
That's
Wait, you
why.
don't want this?
That's why
No.
Ithri was. Sorry,
Wait. Oh, what should I do with it?
Ithri's still shuffling people out whilst this is happening.
You can keep it, but I have no need for it.
I'll keep it. I'll put it in my bag. Sorry, I didn't want to presume those were the only 3 magic items. As long as
in
we're
the
out of earshot.
entire
This point.
market, yes.
Yeah. These were the only 3 magic items in here.
I should add, there were a few
Strange.
like magic weapons or items just from people who are here, but I assume
Yeah,
you mean the
yeah,
ones that are for sale.
Yeah.
In particular, 1 or 2 of the pirates give
Okay.
off an aura of having a magic item or 2.
Mental note. I basically just wanted to buy out all his magic items because he doesn't think they were, and this is Giras's stuff, right?
Oh, yeah,
Who's
yeah.
Dross?
The druids. You would know the druid you were looking for.
Oh, he was the druid of the grove, huh?
Do we want to follow this guy and see if we can get information out of him?
He's already running, like practically dashing for the door, wheeling his stall with him.
He's clearly something to do with the temple. Maybe that's a bit of a leap.
Well, maybe some smugglers just got. I mean, there's lots of pirates, so.
Yeah, it's just that his staff was missing before we
Do you
found
think
him.
this stuff was stolen?
At the...
Yes.
Just
Maybe
raw
we should
stuff.
turn it into the somebody.
Well, you just paid a lot of money for it.
There's no one here to turn it into. There's no law.
No, not in the city.
I think they were stolen from dead people,
Yes,
Oh.
probably.
hence the staff. But it was more that I just wanted to get our hands on this because. Of
Right,
what
if
it
it
is.
belonged to somebody important, it shouldn't just fall into anyone's hand.
And
Perhaps-
Ithri would be like, because I guess we haven't attuned to these, so we don't actually know what they are. Ithri would be holding this up and be like, "This is necromantic so I'm not sure that's good.
The necklace? Or the hand?
The necklace.
Necklace.
Oh, I didn't put that on earlier.
Yeah, but you haven't.
And
okay.
I felt fine, so it's.
I would be
fine.
pointing at it. You haven't attuned though,
Well,
right?
maybe
I touch her, see if she feels cold or anything.
If we go back to Humblebank, we can give it to Elowen or something, you know.
The staff?
The arm?
No, the staff.
Okay.
I'm sure someone here might be able to use it. One of us.
It can only be attuned to by a cleric, druid, or warlock. That's what this.
You want to
item
use
card
it?
says. I just got rid of my staff.
You can
It's two
Make
things
a-
she didn't want.
you can make a snake out of it.
It transforms into a snake.
I'll throw it on the
Regardless.
ground and see if I can turn it into a snake with my princess snake powers.
Nothing happens. You just throw the staff.
Are
on the
you
ground.
sure you can turn it into a
I
snake?
guess I'm not a snake princess.
Why don't I
That's-
just hold on to this for now?
That's good news, right?
Hold it.
And I go and
Yes.
pick it up from the floor.
I'll hold it.
I mean, I didn't. I just wanted it as proof, really. I thought maybe we could do something with it. Maybe that was a bit
Oh, I think it's good we got it.
hopeful.
So do you have it or do I have it? Sort of.
I don't care.
I'll take it.
I think you can't use it till you attune to it anyways, so it's not.
But it's a cool looking staff. I'll take it. I'll use it
You
as the
can't
walking stick.
attune to it unless you're a cleric, druid, or warlock.
I'm using it as a walking stick.
I'm
Okay,
sure you
For
are.
for the moment.
Yup.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
mhm.
So, are you guys making your way toward the tavern, or what do you want to do?
Let them lead the way.
We wanted to try and find someone who would have a boat.
Well, I thought we were also just here to look for that pirate guy so we could tell him whatever Otis wanted to tell us.
Which was?
Oh.
Recall.
I don't know, I wasn't there when he told you guys.
The pirate guy was hassling Otis and trying to get
for like weapons and stuff, right?
trying to get him to work for less than the cost of materials.
We could tell him that we found a vendor that sells good weapons.
Oh, it
I
just
had to
says
go out
ask
there
him
for
how
cheap.
long they're
Point at the guy
gonna
that's
be in
walking away.
town.
Let's
We do
find
also
him.
need to look for a boat.
Well, if we talk to a pirate, we'll probably do both of those things at once.
Then let's just go off to the tavern. Then I start off with my new walking stick.
Okay. So it's just, I mean, it's just next door, basically, right across the. I mean, you're basically in the equivalent of a mall.
I'm gonna tuck that necklace in so it's hidden.
Okay.
That would have been suggested, yeah.
As you make your way into the Boatman's Tavern, immediately you can see this place is maybe a little bit rough. There's not a whole lot of people in here. There's probably 8 patrons. You can see 3 serving girls who are working. And there's actually a woman who is behind the bar at present. Otherwise, the patrons look to be shady, all loners, all kind of minding their own business, drinking at the bar, or 1 or 2 of them seated at tables. You can see one very large, maybe Goliath or half giant, seated at a table. He's wearing a dwarven helm with spikes coming out of the top of it. Just an axe leaning up against the table. You can see mostly humans for the rest of the crowd. No one really looks at you as you enter.
Hey, going to walk towards the bar.
Okay.
Ditto.
I'll
I'll
walk
behind
towards this piratiest pirate I can find.
Going up to the... Well, there's actually... None of the people who are in here look to be pirates.
Oh, okay.
Would Cora know that?
I'll leave
Does anybody
that to
have
your
an eye
discretion.
patch?
No.
All of them.
Peg
Or a
leg?
hook hand or
Though
a
there
peg leg,
is
yeah.
one of the humans is just missing an eye and not covering it up.
Oh, I'll go stand by him.
He's definitely not a pirate.
Stand by him.
Looking at you,
Cool eye guy.
you can see he's got very few teeth. He looks at you and then kind of smiles, giving you kind of a little creep vibe from him.
I'm gonna leave and go stand by you three.
Is there a table like in the corner or on the
Yeah.
along the wall that's open?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll just whoever didn't go up to the bar, I guess I'll just be like, let's go over here.
Dracon, when you went up to the bar, was anyone going with him?
Yeah, I went with him.
You went with him. Okay. The two of you go
He
up to
should
the
went with
bar.
us.
Oh, I'm here too. Then.
I'll sit with. No, I wouldn't leave
Oh, okay.
Nova.
They have Junko. They're fine.
Yeah, Junko's
The woman working, it looks to be human. She gives you a dark look.
Which one of us are look?
Both
All
of
of us?
you.
Hello.
Well,
Good,
What do you
good
want?
morning. Excuse me. Is there a problem?
You tell me.
I mean, I was just coming to inquire about something. I don't. It's fine.
Well, spit it out.
I was looking or inquiring if you knew of any captains that are currently residing within either the tavern or area.
Do I know any captains?
Yes.
You hear that, boys? And like
Oh,
everyone's
God.
quiet. Everyone's wants to know if I know of any pirate captains.
I didn't
tell.
say pirates. I said captains.
I step
Ship's
away
captains.
from Adrian's side.
There's some chuckles and others just kind of mumbling, turning back. I know a captain.
Could you please direct me in his direction, please?
Sure, come back tonight.
I don't believe we. Do you know what time tonight?
Captains are on the river. You want a captain? Come here in the evening.
Is there nobody else within the area?
Sure,
We are
there's
trying
probably
to
a few.
travel.
They're working.
Okay,
You know,
can
what-
I?
A normal folk does in the day.
That is very true. I used to work a job one time. That was fun, I suppose.
He is retired
Nice.
now.
So you drinking or
Do you sell food here?
yeah? We got
Could
food.
I have enough food for 6 people, please? And also some drinks.
Sure.
Milk, water, beer, all of. Just give us loads. I don't know what everybody wants, so.
You can go take a seat. I got you covered.
We're at number 24 over there in the corner. Thank you.
She hands you like a little thing. Set on the table.
Little table map. Yeah.
There's kind of a very tense atmosphere about the place. And Dracon, as you're making your way toward the table, I need you to make a dexterity save for me.
The heck? Someone trying to throw a dagger at me?
Someone's trying to trip you.
Am I trying to trip him with the new staff I have?
Sorry, I'm blind. There we go. 21.
Okay. As you're starting to pass one of the tables, one of the humans just suddenly sticks a foot out, like, to trip you. You're quick and agile enough that, like, you sort of do a mini hop over it to avoid being tripped.
As I do that, I'm gonna backhand him in the face,
Oh, shit.
Oh, sh!
and I'm just gonna
Okay.
say,
We're
I'm just
doing
gonna
this.
say,
I may look old, sir, but you tried that on the wrong person.
and I'm just gonna carry on walking.
He's gonna start to stand up, like, because when you backhand it, like, he was about to take a drink, his drink went all over his face, and, like, it's running down his chin into his beard, and he's you want to try that again?
I put a hand on his shoulder before he stands up,
What?
and I say, "That's a powerful wizard. I would not mess with his ilk."
Back into his seat.
As we're walking to the table, I'm just gonna say to Farihil,
I don't understand why everybody's so mean around here.
Well, I look around. It is rather just boring in here, I would assume, and draft looking and dark.
Do
People
I
are just looking for something fun to do, like
Do
start
I-
a fight.
do I look like I'm an easy target for reveal?
Probably
Be honest,
just,
please.
Probably just because you look old,
What?
but I know that you aren't old at all.
I appreciate the words. It seems people seem to look down on me for my age, and it's quite annoying.
Yes, well, people look at me the same, but not for my age.
I am a very.
But we have to get used to it,
I understand.
survive,
May-
move on.
Yes. Unfortunately, that is all we can do.
Now, can I just
I'm
put
a-
my arms around them? You don't look as old as people say, though. I do not.
I know. It's just it must be the gray hair. Maybe I need to dye it. Maybe have a
Maybe you could-
shave.
Ask Miss Cora to help you diet.
I do not want to put ink in my hair. That is a terrible idea.
She seems to be fine with it.
That's because she is not human, and I think it probably affects her a little bit different than it would me.
It is just ink, my dear friend.
You use ink to write on parchment. You don't put it in your hair for reveal.
No, I can hear you guys.
No, you can't.
As they're
You're
approaching
over
the
there
table, they
sitting
just
down.
hear.
Approaching the table.
Anyways, so that's how I got the squirrels to band together and fight against the bird that was attacking and stealing their nuts.
What?
Wow.
Can you start
Yeah.
that
Damn.
story from the very beginning, Miss
Oh.
Nova, please?
I was just talking about when I was a kid.
You are a kid.
She-
What do you mean?
Oh.
She
Damn,
I resent that. First of
awkward
all.
silence.
I didn't. I'm sorry. That was.
We have-
I'm sorry.
we have breakfast coming.
Oh yes, I ordered
Find
food.
Captain Tollip or whatever his name is.
I inquired about a captain, and it would seem
As I'm sure you all heard.
the lovely
And I'll say it like that.
barwoman mentioned coming back in the evening time. All the captains are out apparently working.
Oh, we were going to set out today, so
Yeah.
So I assume Captain Talib is with or out on the river right now.
One of the barmaids, by the way, as you're talking, brings you guys a large platter full of crab.
Ooh.
Ooh.
The crab is steamed and like dead, but by and
I
large,
hope so.
like they didn't really make it easy to get the meat for you. And they bring you 6 flagons of ale.
It's fine. I won't even argue with you. How much would that be, please, miss?
You would have been charged earlier, actually, and it would have been. Second, I gotta look up the price from Hummelbank so I can convert
Being
it.
crabbed. Mm.
I tell you what, here, just take this.
Then I'll just flick a coin at her.
It would have been 1 silver piece.
Yeah, I'd flick 1 gold coin at her.
Oh, okay. They'll keep the ale coming.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Oh,
Maybe
and
they'll be
it
nicer
is
to
absolutely
us.
not the woman who brings you the food. It's one of the
Different
barmaids
person,
who brings
yeah.
it to you.
Is she nicer?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. A little ditzy.
Good. That
I mean,
means
that
I
is
only
her
need to
job.
kill 1.
okay.
Is the
May-
crab good though? Do I need to roll to see if it's good?
Yeah, no, it's good. It is good.
Fresh
actually.
caught.
Fresh, absolutely.
Maybe
Damn, now I'm actually hungry in real life.
Right?
yeah. Maybe hiring captains that are only available at nighttime is not, and from this location, saying that quietly is not a good idea. Should we just start walking?
I mean, we could. I believe it's just because they was out working. I don't know if it's. I mean, yes, right now we can't leave, so. But I think that is
I
working.
meant after food.
Yes. I mean, I don't mind. It's gonna take us 4 days. Either way, I think maybe
Maybe we'll
3
stumble
on the
across
river.
the goblin thing.
Yeah,
Or
we need to
Mother
look out
String
for
will
the-
come back with some information that will change where we're going.
Yes.
And we need to look out for the goblin anyway, so that'd be more
I am
difficult
fine.
from a
I
boat.
am
You're
fine
just
with
fine.
whatever.
I think it might just be a blessing in disguise.
Has it been an hour
Oh,
for
absolutely.
Cliff?
Well, yeah, if
Oh,
you guys want,
God.
we can time
I'm
it.
gonna like realize that it's been an hour and go, oh my god, she's gonna be pissed.
Before we time jump,
Mhm.
So what are these items that you bought? I see we have acquired Juros' staff.
I hand it over to Dracon. I am fairly certain this is Jurassic stuff.
Yeah.
I wonder who brought it here. I wonder who sold it to that man. I don't think we'll ever know, but just curious.
I think it would be very difficult to get an honest answer out of him. I just wanted to...
It might have changed many hands before it got to him.
Yeah.
And what about the necklace and the arm? Do they do anything?
The arm would have already been backpacked and probably hidden away unless you'd seen that at the time. Don't know what they do. It would take some looking at.
Would you mind if I did it? Are they magical? I'm pointing at Cora, just saying this is magical. I'm just pointing at Cora.
I don't know
Cora's
if I
magical?
should get it out in here.
Now, here, maybe on the road.
Yeah. It doesn't feel any different.
Here's a mechanical question. Do you have to actively attune to items, or if you were to just wear something for an hour, would you automatically attune to it?
I think you have to actively attune to it. So it has to be during like a short rest. It can't just be like during walking.
It's not like you can't just accidentally be like, oh, now I'm attuned.
It's weird.
I wore it for an hour.
But it definitely would require like it's concentration. It's like studying the item.
It's that's fine.
Just a mechanic for trial and error and like experimenting with it and just figuring out.
If we're waiting an hour before going back to Mother's Scrang, are you attuning to it? Cora?
You can treat this as a short rest if you want to attune to it.
Okay, I will if I can.
Well, I assumed that was why you wore it, so...
Well,
no,
I
was just to hide it.
I was hiding it, and I figured in a short rest I could attune to it. But if I can do that now, then I will.
Yeah, you can. I'll let that.
In
Be
that
careful. It is necromantic.
What?
Be careful. It is necromantic.
Oh my
That's
god, she's dead.
It's a very romantic necklace.
What? Oh,
well, I mean,
okay.
it's
necromantic.
Yeah.
I hate that I didn't say that first. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Would I know what it does after I attune?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, well, I'll tell you guys what it does. As soon as I pull it up. Yes!
That's
Probably.
very useful.
If you, like, start dying, it helps. It pretty much, yeah. I don't know how.
Just the way.
That could be useful since, none of us are really equipped with healing powers.
It seemed to work out so well for its previous owner.
Well,
I wonder if it being necromantic, it like draws the power to heal you while you're dying from the dead or something, Miss Cora.
Well,
That's
isn't
pretty
all...
cool.
Well, I don't know.
All healing.
This is out of game. Aren't all healing spells the school of
Yes.
necromancy?
Yeah.
I was gonna say.
Ashley knows that. Ep.30 has no idea.
I don't know that I would know that either.
You can heal though, right?
That's why innate healing powers are better. Like I have and like I have.
You have innate healing powers?
Yeah.
Oh, that's handy.
No one caught that Freudian slip.
Cora,
I heard it.
I can.
What, Junko?
I thought we talked about this.
I'm sorry, I didn't say anything.
Should we?
Because of what I am, I can do some light healing. That's it though.
You all you see me is with a dagger in my hand, just smashing crab, trying to get that crab meat.
Oh, yeah,
I genuinely thought you were stabbing your own arm, man.
Yeah,
I was like, are you stabbing your arm?
What are you doing?
You can heal, great.
Let's put it to test.
You psycho!
Starts playing the
Alright.
knife,
No. Had somebody do that in a first edition game. Did not end well.
Oh god.
Lost an entire hand.
I'll do it with my left arm.
Maybe that's
Wow,
the show.
you're
Yeah, maybe
winning.
all of this is just Nova concocting a story to cover the fact
I've
that
never
she's-
been to the temple. It was purely Lareth is just going along with it. She's like, yeah, I know you. I took your arm.
He's
really
covering
just cut
for you
off
because
my-
he was like one of your gambling buddies.
Knew he was a nice guy.
Okay, so skipping ahead a little bit. Is Nova going alone? Like, how do you guys want to do this? Or are you all going and then just going to wait outside while Nova goes in? Or...
Up to you guys.
Nova's not going
I told
alone.
you how she seemed to be, but you tell me.
I would go in with Nova.
I assumed because she wanted to speak to her alone, we would wait outside.
Yeah,
Is there a
wouldn't
window
let her walk there alone. But...
I think the front of the shop has one.
into the shop?
Is it what?
Is there a window in the front of the shop?
Yeah, it's very dusty and like caped in dried mud, so it's very hard to see through.
When when Nova goes in, she like goes up to the window. Yeah, she goes up to the window, just and like peers in there.
Yeah, I mean you can make out figures, but it would be very, very difficult to see through that window.
Like if you're looking outside, you could definitely see her. She's not being
just Cora's face like warped in the glass, just distorted,
smushed up against it.
Before you go in, I would say,
as you know, I was inquiring about those jars. Maybe while you're in there, if you don't mind, you could ask what her final price would be.
Yeah, I can do that for you. Yeah.
Thank you, Miss Nova.
Did she ask you to return alone, Miss Nova? Wants me to wait outside?
No, she just was kind of angry.
She's scary.
I just didn't want you to be caught in. I don't know. I just didn't want her to hate you guys just because you're with me.
I do not scare easily.
And she told me not to be here, so.
I think enough people hate us already, so I don't think her would matter too much. But
wait, who hates us?
No, and I know it.
What?
A lot of people hate us.
I think it would be good for you to have a one-on-one conversation.
I will go in with Noah, but I won't. I'll walk around the shop a little bit.
Okay.
Like I won't directly be.
A3.
Hello.
Come here. Look, you can see it right here in this window.
There's definitely not a one-on-one conversation. People are pressing their.
Peeping through the window.
Oh, I should probably have a moment with this lady who saved my life, and everyone's like, "No."
What are you looking at?
Well, that's why I asked if you want to go in alone.
I said she doesn't like people, and I told you not to go in.
Can you read lips, Cora?
I'm gonna try.
Okay.
This is gonna end
maybe
perfect.
Don't.
As Nova walks in, you can see she's behind the counter again, mumbling something, and you can see it looks like she's chopping something up that you probably don't want to think too hard about what it is. It sounds juicy, whatever it is.
Is it a gecko?
Jeez.
A newt?
Welcome back, girl.
Hi.
Somewhat late, but this is fine. It allowed me some extra time to get the mints. Well. Anyway.
I'm just gonna say, quickly, she sounds exactly like Byrne, and I'm all for it.
I have communed. And I can provide you with some answers. Are you sure this is prudent? Of course you're not. It's not prudent. But is it worth it?
Worth getting rid of something that's like plaguing the whole forest. Yeah. Is that not the duty of druids?
You know what I'm talking about. Coming here again. After what happened before.
No, I don't think it's prudent. I've been staying out of sight, and I know better now to not go in the sight of people who sold me out.
No. That's something. I suppose it says something that I haven't heard any of your antics in town yet, so you can't be doing all bad.
Oh, you will.
Just give it a day.
I've learned a lot more about the temple in these past few weeks, and I also have learned that my friends are alive, or some of them. Yes.
Impossible.
No, it's very possible.
None of them
Apparently.
return from there. And those people don't keep prisoners.
The group that I'm traveling with, there's a rumor that they killed Lareth and they didn't. He's being held prisoner.
Lara the Beautiful.
Yes.
Great. I think she said the name she's not supposed to say.
Really?
At that, you hear me like clinking something in the background.
And
Smash!
the whispers of spies being silenced.
Also us.
Listen, and listen well, girl. I'm not going to tell you that what you're doing is not good. It is good. But you are young. You have a life ahead of you. You have promise. You are getting involved in things that are dangerous. Is that really what you want?
My friends had lives ahead of them too, and now they are dead or mind-controlled or held prisoner. Why is my life worth any more than theirs?
Because you still
and why
have a
shouldn't
choice.
I try to save theirs? They have a choice.
I doubt that. You remind me of someone.
Who?
Insolent child. But brave. Very well. Take these. And she is going to hand you a package containing 3 potions and 2 scrolls.
Thank you. I just hear Dracon's voice in the back of my head.
I just sense it. I know these things are happening.
These people that you're with, you trust them?
Yes.
All of
More
them.
every day.
Are you prepared to entrust your very life in their hands?
It's some of them, yes.
And are you prepared to sacrifice them if the moment comes for the greater good? Are you prepared to let them sacrifice themselves? Girl, are you prepared to make the ultimate sacrifice yourself?
Myself, yes, but I wouldn't let anybody sacrifice themselves for me.
If you get involved in that place again, you must do so with the understanding that everyone and everything you love is at stake and may need to be sacrificed. And it still may not matter. Be careful, girl. Be sure that you can trust them. That reminds me, speaking of trust, I trust you left it with the Druid of the Grove.
Yep, I did, yes.
Could you make a perception check?
100%.
Oh, damn it.
100%.
Awkward.
Oh, it's she's lying about something. I don't know what, but she's lying.
We can tell from out here. Stop
Jesus
watching Cora. It's
Christ.
free.
No way. Wow, okay, that's actually decent. There's no way.
really
The
good.
DC on that had to have been insanely high. It was obvious.
Well, it was just opposed by her insight, which was 24.
Yeah.
You got 25, right?
See the look of, first, just astoundment on her face. She's just like,
Yeah, you know what?
I take it
regret
back. Let me
everything
give all these things
immediately. I regret everything. I couldn't leave it with them.
You didn't bring it here. Back into the very den of evil?
We think we can use it against the temple.
Hello.
By we, I mean me. I've got crazy personality identity crisis. I don't know.
I hope you're right.
I know.
That orb may be the key to everything.
So should I just destroy it?
No, of course not. Not if there is to be any hope. And she glances at the window with Cora. E3.
I was whacking, gently whacking Cora to be like, stop being rude.
I'm digging a hole with my stuff.
Well, you might as well all come in. You can hear her voice through the doorway.
I'll open the door.
I cleaned your window for you.
Hello again.
I smile.
This is the rest of the group. E3 and
Window's
Cora.
nice and clean.
Thirtieth.
Hello.
I put my staff up, put it down to the field.
Does she look horrified?
Solaris.
Who?
I look around like, what?
Who's she looking at?
Cora.
Cora, yep.
Do I know her?
You don't.
Do you know each other?
I think you have me confused with somebody else.
What trick of the gods is this? Solaris, what are you doing here? Stupid girl, what are you doing here?
What?
I thought you were to be an eminence. Shut the door.
Is this? Can I do an
Close the
insight
door.
check,
Storms
Steely?
past, opens the door, leans out.
Let me do an
make
insight check.
Closes the door.
Man, today is just going perfect, isn't it?
Excuse me, I think you may have her mixed up with somebody else. This is Miss
Yeah.
Cora.
Is that so? Cora.
I got a 19.
You're suddenly it's dawning on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go up to her, stare up at her face.
The disguise is not magical and is nearly perfect.
I'm gonna reach up and grab her face.
Cora, what are you doing?
Pull on it.
What is going on? I'm so confused.
I was looking
This
for
is
you.
my ward.
Sister Ilya?
What?
What?
Who?
And you see Medley. Oh, we have. And she sees what's going on, and immediately the hunch drops as she stands up straight.
Oh,
Oh,
I.
shall I keep a watch then?
What is going
Yes.
on? I'm so confused.
You are not supposed to be here.
I went to Hummelbank to find you.
I thought you should not have gone to Hummelbank. Where is Malik?
Who?
Fucking Draco.
What?
What?
He's he's back home.
It's my personality trait, okay? It's literally part of me. I'm sorry.
No, it's funny. I like it.
Does he
Back home.
know you're here?
He
You
knows I
shouldn't be
left.
here.
I left a note.
This place is dangerous.
I know.
I'm sorry. What is going on?
Yes.
I suppose.
Laura, what is going on?
Some answers are owed.
Gonna fuck shit up if I turn my camera off for a second.
No, it should be fine.
I just wanted to stop being blurry. There we go.
Hey!
Girl, you know me as Mother Scrang. This is a cover I have adopted. So that I might spy upon the temple and work from within.
Oh, that's so smart!
So...
Then who are you?
I will be dealing with you in a moment, Solaris. You may still your tongue for the moment.
Oh.
Wait.
Is your name not Cora?
Cora? Of course it's not Cora. Her name is Solaris. She was my
Solaris.
ward at the Church of St. Dracian.
Does your name have anything to do with the sun? That's a cool name. I like it. It's very...
Thanks.
Well then, miss, I'm not sure you have mentioned who you are.
I am the canoness of the Church of Archael, Elia.
I
You
gasp.
And
We've
I
been
have
looking
been
for you.
operating undercover here, under direct orders of the bishop himself.
I have
We've-
my suspicions.
We've been looking for you.
Everywhere.
Everyone's been looking for you.
That was the point.
You're
Oh.
very good at hiding.
And
There's a
none
lot of
have found
information.
me until now.
I mean,
Clearly, I
you
have not done a
technically
good enough
just
job.
you
Well-
technically just gave yourself up. We didn't find you technically.
Yeah, I never would have
Great
known.
guy.
I'm just saying.
Technically.
Technically,
I have been
mean,
here in Noct, spying upon the temple, and things are far worse than anyone could have imagined. I have learned from my associate, she gestures, Medelia, that war is coming between the elves and our people. And you can see that now that she has straightened up, Medelia is indeed an elf.
Insight check on Ferrifial. I'm joking.
I didn't even say anything.
And this war is being prompted by the Temple of Elemental Sin. And once
They
the
are
war
true.
begins, they will surge outward in a torrent of darkness, wash over all of Saragarda, maybe even covering the lands as far as Eminence.
so they are literally going to third party. They want the war between the elves and the humans.
They want that
And
as a
they will-
distraction. And
Yes.
once they've all killed each other, wiped out their strongest warriors, buried their daggers so deep in each other's chests that they can barely breathe through the bubbling of their lungs, then they will deal the killing stroke against all of our peoples.
That was very descriptive.
And Medelia says, that is why I am here. I am also looking into these affairs. Not all believe, as our rulers do, that the temple means well for us. She looks to Therithiel. I
was
have
gonna say.
discovered, in fact, that our one of our royal class have been taken by the temple.
Yes, that has come to my attention. Do I know her, bro?
No, I would say you've probably never seen this woman before. Though, just a reminder, while you had heard that Countess Tilahi was taken, you'd been told she was taken by the Saragardans.
The Stargardens,
Just as a
right?
refresher.
Yes, I was told by a member of my clan, but
She's held prisoner within the temple. I believe, Elia cuts in, likely on the second floor, perhaps the third.
Is there a way? Do the elves know this? Have you told them?
Of course not. And play our hand.
I just mean,
Hedrak is a fox, a devious one. If you give him the slightest opening, he will act upon it. revealed what you know too early, he changes the entire game.
I just mean if Saragada is close to being at war with the elves because the temple is instigating, is there nobody? I don't know how elven politics work, but is there nobody within the elven royalty or whatever we could tell?
There was. Her name was Countess Tilahi.
It is she who was taken.
She is the only one.
I believe that she is the only one who would hearken to the words of a human.
I understand.
Thirtieth, you weren't going to tell us that you were trying to rescue someone from the temple?
It wasn't prudent enough for our mission at the moment.
Yeah, what the heck, Thirtieth?
When did
Well,
you...
I just mean that, we have plenty of other, possibly a wizard that Dracon knows, and my friends.
Hello?
Once we had more information, I was going to tell you.
You know of a wizard in the temple?
Oh, apparently his name's Hector. He
Hector? The Grand Wizard?
Controlled.
I
Yes.
don't know him.
I thought you said you did.
No, I don't know him.
Not the same guy. Different guy.
There's a wizard that mind controlled one of my friends, and supposedly
I'm
is
just-
now working for them.
I'm just staring blankly into open space.
Why is everyone lying?
I think it would be best if you assume that any friends you have are a lost cause in that place. And this is not the words of a pessimist. Should you find them, so much the better. But should you go in with the intent of rescue, you will surely be slain. You are not the first to come here, nor the second, nor the third. Many have come, and many have died or joined their ranks.
Hypothetically, if I did have a friend named Hector and he was within the temple, you seem to know of him. Do you have any
Hector is one of the
information?
ones I have intelligence on, yes. Some of the Archbishop's spies have helped me.
The Archbishop from Vigamount.
Yeah.
What information do you have? Do you mind sharing?
I do mind. However, I will tell you this much. He is a ruthless man, for whom the ends always justify the means. And he has gained much arcane power and employs it readily.
Can I ask a rather strange question? Have your spies come across anyone who identifies themselves as inspired?
One, yes.
Who?
Lara the Beautiful, who I learn you have dealt with.
Well, I already knew he was one. Well, at
Yep,
least there was
we
only
sure
one.
dealt with him.
I already
And
told
she
them
suddenly
that
turns
he's
her
alive.
attention back on Cora.
Oh!
Now you.
Yes.
Ooh, I feel
Yum.
great now.
Solaris, why did you leave?
That's such a
Didn't-
cool name.
Didn't want to go to Eminence.
But that was your destiny.
Well, I know, but I wanted to do some other stuff before I did my Destiny stuff.
Do you understand your purpose? Have I taught you nothing?
I was gonna go. I just wanted to help with my friends in the temple and...
We don't always get to decide what we get to do. Sometimes those decisions are guided by fate or Archael for us.
Hey, I mean, he's been okay. I've talked to him every day. He's not mad.
And does Merrick know you're alive?
I sent him a letter.
When?
A week or two ago. You should have got it by now. It's by pigeon. And I was gonna find you, but you were gone. That's why I came to Humblebank.
You are right. There is no one to blame but myself for this.
That's not what I meant.
Solaris, I expect you to return to Vigormount.
What about the temple?
Even were I supportive of your intentions to depart from prophecy and what was ordained, I would never want you to go anywhere near that place. Everything it touches withers, dries up, dies.
But from what you just said, they need to be stopped.
They do. And they will.
Well,
you are a capable bunch, are you not?
Yes.
Yeah.
We've been successful so far.
When we make a plan, yeah, we're pretty good.
When we make it.
May I have a second?
I don't think we'd have been successful without Cora.
I would prefer you mind your own business, while I tend to my ward.
Who, me?
Yes.
All of us.
I just wanted a word with her, but it's fine. Don't. Yes, okay, sure.
Solaris, you have already christened your 18th, have you not?
Yes.
So the time has already passed. You are a woman. Do as you wish. I will help the rest of you in whatever way I can. Should you have need of a priestess, I will provide for those needs. She's addressing now to everyone. My shop, you may think of as a safe haven for you for as long as I remain here, unknown to any but yourselves. Speak of my identity to any, and I will die. Likely to be followed by all of you and all of your loved ones.
Oh.
So it would be best that you keep this secret.
You went from bad to worse there. That was quite a jump. Okay.
I have nothing more to say.
Might I perhaps steal you for a moment? Have a word in private.
Who are you saying this to?
To Ilya?
Make a persuasion check.
9.
Whatever you may require, I am sure my friend can tend to it. I'm tired. And she's going to go into the back room and close the curtain.
As soon as she leaves. Are all of you liars?
What? No.
What do you mean, no? You lied about knowing Hector. You lied about your name. She lied about who she was.
To my point, I did not know she was being held at the temple. I just knew she was taken, but I did not know where to.
How long have you been in contact with somebody? You've been with us the whole time. Have they given you any information about this possible war?
Is that why you snuck away? From Junko?
You snuck away.
I'm pretty sure she'd comment on that at this point.
You would, yeah.
I did sneak away to go see my contact, yes. The knowledge of this war between humans and elf was not made aware to me.
Medaliel speaks up. We are, for all points and purposes, just as close. And it's really disconcerting to see this decrepit old lady speaking with a timeless elven voice. We are as close to war as we ever were. Your knowledge of this does not avert the war, any more than mine. If you would
but perhaps
stay
I can
this
help.
bloodshed, Tilahi must be free.
You have to tell your
I agree.
people, Thithia.
Yes, that's what I was trying to inquire with
You cannot tell
Canis
anyone.
Ilia.
Well,
If you tell, if our people find out, it is likely they will execute Tilahi immediately. And even more likely that they will come up with new conspiracies, conspire new threats of which we are not informed and cannot react accordingly. The only way this bloodshed can be averted is to rescue her by chance. For you to find her.
We must infiltrate this temple.
They cannot know about our spy.
who is
Well,
your
this
spy
is-
in the temple? Like, who can we trust if we get in there?
She looks a little doubtful and considers for a moment.
Yeah, you're right. We're all a bunch of liars. I guess we shouldn't trust each other at all.
Elia trusted you. Therefore, I suppose I will do likewise. One moment, I am looking up a name.
While you're looking for that, can I pull Cora to the side just to whisper in her ear?
Oh,
real
yeah,
quick?
I was going to say I've got the name, but go ahead.
Firstly, do I call you Cora or Solaris?
Aura?
That's fine. I was just wondering if it might be worth, as she's your ward, perhaps mentioning this vision of this snake. Maybe she might have some insight into this.
I don't know if she wants to talk to me anymore.
I'm
I'll just
sure
look
she
at the
does.
curtain.
It's understandable that she would be angry. I'm sure she only wants the best for you.
As you're saying this, Medelia says, our spy within the temple is Kella, Archdruid of the Circle of the Land.
Circle of the what?
Land.
Circle of land.
I know not what form she takes, but she is deep undercover. It is more likely she will find you than you will find her.
I have a feeling that is a thing around here. People just find you when you don't even want it.
Fortunately, such has not happened yet. Our disguises are very good.
They are.
Yes, they
They
are.
had me fooled.
For a human, Elia is most crafty. This is her work.
I am.
As
And
we are
let-
sharing, I would also like to add that I too might have spies in the temple. My own
What?
kin.
Cora's gonna look at. Cora can hear that, right?
Yeah, we're all in
Yeah, I
this.
mentioned
She
it to the
says
group.
that she's
Yeah.
gonna kind of look up at her, but not say anything.
My own kin informs me of the goings ins and outs sometimes.
You should
Yeah,
have a care.
Were you?
Trust. I would keep your trust within yourselves for now. Your kin, you can lean on them. But I would wait, lest Countess Tilahi's life be forfeit. Hedrek is canny as well. He has caught more than one of our spies already. It takes very little to alert him. If he so much as senses a difference in disposition of one elven scout, it could be disaster.
Agreed.
I'm not
Out of
saying
game, I'm
do
just-
not lean upon your people. owl people. I'm just saying, do so with care.
I'm just thinking about the fact that we went and did a job for them, and they probably know. And yeah.
Do you think that owl that was watching us?
Owl?
2.
Oh.
Yes.
There were 2 of them.
You met Otis's owls.
Otis has owls?
Yes.
Otis
More than meets
knows.
the eye, that one, I think.
It seems so.
Does he know of Ken
Oh, he watched us kill some goblins. Oh, God.
May have
Elia trusts
roughed up his owl a little.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
yes.
sure he saw that shit.
He felt everything.
do not know why, but Elia trusts him, and therefore so do I.
We was looking for her, and we had the aid of
Shit, what's his fucking name? I can't remember it.
Elmore, Otis's brother. Do you know of this man?
No. As far as I am aware, Otis is just a blacksmith, but obviously there's more to him. I don't know the nature of his background, nor should I, in the event of disaster.
Of course. I don't know if Ilya knows who he is. I assume she doesn't want to speak anymore, but he was sent to find her from the Viscount of Vigamount. And
That would be the opposite of not telling me any more of his background.
I know, but she's like in the room, and I don't.
You
Maybe
wish
she could
to
hear me.
speak further with Elia.
Yes.
Give her time to rest.
Sure.
She will not be going anywhere anytime soon. We will be here.
One more question on my part.
Solaris, isn't it?
Yes.
She has talked of you often. Do not be distraught by her reaction to you. She loves you as any mother loves their child, and wants naught but safety for you.
I know. I'd like to talk to her, but she looks at the thingy drawn over the door. Guess I can come back later.
I think that would be best. Her temper is fierce.
I know. I have felt that before.
As have I. My brother, you wished to say something.
Do you know of anything about the Prince Tromel?
Who? There's so many names being thrown about right now.
There's so
This
much
is so-
information right now.
Ep.30's just been like doing that tennis thing the whole time. Like,
I know who you're asking about. I cannot remember his correct name. I only know that that is definitely not it. Was it Trommel? That's it, Trommel.
Yeah, Tromel.
Yeah.
Prince Trommel.
Actually, I think it's Thrommel.
Thrommel, that is it. You're correct. Yep.
Yep.
Archaeozair.
It came to our attention that he was also taken, kidnapped.
If so, our spies have not heard of this, but it would not surprise me. Such would deeply further the ambitions of the temple to start a war. In fact, for all we know, they very well may have all of his children. For there were 2 daughters as well.
Look at Cora.
He had 2 daughters.
Yes. One stolen many, many years ago. 2, really. About 3 years apart. And Thrommel was the apple of his eye, protected, trained, guarded. I would have thought Thrommel untouchable until his disappearance. Just like the other two.
The rumors of Igwilv and Burial, how true are they?
Human politics. You'll understand if I'm a little, I am not well informed on human politics, I'm afraid. Save those that relate directly to my own people in this affair.
So...
I've heard no mention of old gods, or emperors, or
snakes,
or demonic whisperesses in the temple. But if you were to tell me that Igwilv walks among their deepest ranks, I suppose I would not be wholly surprised.
I don't know, I just wondered how true this Ayu's being her and Burial's son thing was, and...
As I said, human politics. I'm sorry.
Right.
All I can say with certainty is that Ayu's is indeed present.
Are we safe to assume that this Prince Thrommel, and maybe even one of his daughters, or both, are residing within the temple as well?
As I said, I have no intelligence indicating such. It is likely, but, well, who can say? It is possible they simply scorched the very earth where Thrommel stood until naught but ashes remained.
Can't believe that.
Or they're awful, awful people. It's entirely possible.
No, I think they might have tried. I just don't think they could have done it. Talking about the heir of Archael here.
It is said that Thrommel is, well, his status within the Knights of the Heart speaks for itself. He's a paladin lord. He's
still human, though.
He's a mighty figure, and yet, where is such a mighty figure in these dark times?
He was still taken. Nobody is safe, I guess, when the temple is involved.
Yes.
I don't think we're entirely at all ever prepared for this temple. Perhaps
not at the moment.
The curtain suddenly rips open.
Oh.
Girl, you still wish to know about your tree?
Yes.
Good. She comes back out, and Medeliel kind of bows ahead and steps away reverently.
Huh.
Your tree. It is of a vampiric origin.
Yes.
It is said that it was sprouted at the very site where a vampire lord centuries ago was slain.
Ooh.
Strahd.
He was staked there, cool. And the stake took root and grew into this Golthias tree. The vampire, it said, was named Golthias.
Oh. Do you happen to know the location?
I do not, but I have a guess. It is said that every year on the solstice, so twice a year, the tree bears fruit.
Yes.
And that the seeds of that fruit, when planted in the earth, will grow into blighted monsters that will run amok and cause destruction in the spirit of their former soul.
Yes, we fought some, like we said in Hummelbank.
And as I am to understand that Medeliel has informed you of the passage of such fruit into this town every solstice.
She has indeed, yes.
It is safe to assume that its origin is where your tree can be found. Oakhurst.
Do you think it would be in the village? Do you think the druids around... It is druids, correct? In Oakhurst?
It's a village. There are some druids. They're all worshippers of the old faith, I believe.
Do you think they would they would live around this tree? Or...
I would imagine nobody in Oakhurst is aware of it. I was not aware of it until I communed with Archael.
You... Oh,
But this goblin must know of it. He brings the seed in.
There are no goblins in Oakhurst, as far as I'm aware.
Why did you tell us that a goblin brings...
A goblin does bring the fruit. Forgive me, ma'am. Oh? Well. Find your goblins. I suspect they will know something of this.
Oh, dead.
so we know we need to go and
So
speak
that's the
to,
opposite direction.
Hardknob, maybe.
I think that's in the
Big
opposite
knob?
direction.
Yeah.
No, goblins are numerous in the Gnarlwood. I suspect it is some tribe or another that is camped out around that tree. Possibly having
And if
discovered
it's-
its purposes, or maybe some hobgoblin has taken charge, or an ogre, or an intelligent spider, or perhaps a summoned demon, or a devil, or maybe an oni. Or it
Oh my
could
God.
very well be another vampire, or...
You could just stop listing things. That would be really
There are
nice.
so many options.
Be
I
like
just...
maybe a Strix or...
Maybe it's a disguise.
The point
Yes,
is,
it
your
could be a
destination, you'll want to go to Oakhurst.
Yes,
Interview the citizens there, and you'll find your tree.
that is where we planned on going next.
Have a care, though. It is said that the tree has a malign intelligence of its own, and that it can enslave the mind and will of those given to it.
And I don't suppose you know of a way to counteract this compulsion.
My understanding is that only death will do so.
That is definitely not what we want, so I will chalk that one off, yes.
So do not give yourselves to the tree.
We will definitely not do... Why would we give ourselves to a tree?
I should hope you
Can
would.
persuade you enough.
Yes.
Um,
I've never met a talking tree. Sorry, Yufri, go ahead.
I know very little, but
True.
Yes.
True.
True.
Giras, who I don't know if you're familiar with, Ilya.
Yes. The Druid of the Grove.
Yeah, we found out he was involved with some members from the temple. He
Impossible.
also
It's true.
Very possible.
we have his staff here.
Show it.
He's,
Do you know
he's,
of his fate?
He's dead. He's gone.
He was killed by Larif. and
I'm
his
sorry, I
cronies.
thought you would have heard.
Perhaps he was just a spy
His loss
working
was not
for
much.
us.
My maybe this is
He wouldn't have known.
Unsubtle.
She sent me to Humblebank to look for him.
so sorry if this is a shock, but I need to catch you up slightly just to ask my question. So we went to Hummel-Bank. We found that Giras was doing bad stuff. He had this stuff. We tracked people to the moat house that was full of water elemental people from the temple. We murdered a lot of them.
Yes.
And they had Giras's body and implied that he was working for them but wasn't useful anymore. My question is, sorry,
Yes, you old fool.
Giras had blights in his grove. Does that mean the temple is aware of the tree and are using it?
Good
That would
question.
seem likely. We have seen no sign of the blighted creatures entering the temple itself, but they certainly wander the Gnarlwood.
I would just like to say, Yufri, I know it was a while back and my memory is a little bit hazy, but Giras did help us fight them.
Giras's
He
connection.
wanted us
to
to
the-
avoid the fight.
Yeah,
know.
Giras's connection to the temple may have been not fully maligned. Maybe he was trying to spy on them, but he still had. I just wanted to know if us dealing with the tree might also affect the temple.
Perhaps it will
Given
give
this
them somewhat-
information, I think it is safe to assume that at least the temple is aware of the tree and taking advantage of it. At most, they are harnessing it as a weapon and intend to use it to further their own designs in and around the Gnarlwood. Removing this tree will certainly hinder some of the temple's intentions. I can see only good coming of it.
I know there's a lot going on in this room. I just was trying to figure out what to do next.
You should be aware that the tree will be exceptionally difficult to kill. Make sure you do so properly, by the roots. Allow it no room to regrow. You girl, you know how to do this, yes? Good.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard me speak to your friend here. Did you know about the man who was sent to search for you, find you?
I imagine there were many sent to find me when I disappeared. You will have to be more specific.
Yes, you've been gone for like 10 years.
Otis's brother, Elmore.
Elmore? Little Elmore? No,
Yes.
it was my understanding that he was to stay in Hummelbank to protect its people.
From what we were told, he was actively searching for you on behalf of the Viscount.
He was keeping an ear out for it.
Yeah.
Well, he hasn't come to Noct, so that very well may have been a cover story.
He won't be going anywhere. He perished
Fell in battle, aiding us.
in the moat house against Larif.
Perhaps you've already discovered, then, that his brother works here at Noct.
Yes, we stayed there last night in his stable. It was most uncomfortable.
I see.
Slept really well.
You stayed in a
I'm glad.
stable?
We didn't want to stay in the place where Nova
Has
had
he-
a bad
Well,
time.
that's very
Has he-
foolish. That will
has he-
certainly attract attention to you.
As he told us, we do not trust people here, and we should not trust him as well.
Well, that is fair advice, but I can assure you, you can trust him.
Well, now that we all know this information, perhaps he will be more trusting us as well.
I should think not.
He has no reason to trust us.
And
Yeah,
he
but
should
we
be given
can't
no
tell
reason
him.
to trust you.
We can't tell
Well,
him
of course.
anything.
I know
He doesn't
very
need to
little
know
of his
anything.
business, and he knows very little of mine, and it should remain that way.
Yes.
Were the people of Noct to discover one of our identities, I should very well accept and expect that the other will take part in the mob to drive them out of town.
Yes.
We are all here, and we are all alone.
I don't know if I'll look around at the group. Are we being fully open? And I'll even ask that question to Ilya. Like, are we
No,
being
are we?
fully open?
I am
With-
always open.
At
I
this
feel like-
point, I know far too much about all of you.
True.
Were I to be imperiled, it would already spell disaster for you. I can't imagine much could get worse.
Lareth is still alive.
I already told her that.
I am
Oh.
aware.
Wait,
But
what?
thank you
missed
for
that.
the consideration.
I thought he was dead.
There's some prudence for you.
Wow.
Sorry, that laugh gets me every time.
Can I
Back
can
into
I-
A3.
Cool. Are you done?
No, yeah, that was it.
Okay.
Those jars, Ilya.
Oh, Jesus.
Already
Oh,
have
They
them.
will help us, Cora. What do you
She-
I have
Hey,
already
I don't
given
say
them.
what?
Yeah,
Of course, like I
Didn't
have
have a
3 of them
chance.
right here.
I didn't have a
Okay.
chance to tell you. Yeah, Nova, not Cora.
As
Oh, I thought
well
Cora-
as
Cora.
some scrolls which may be of value,
Oh,
of a divine nature.
oh, damn it. Okay.
Two of us
But
can
should
cast
you
divine
be
stuff.
significantly poisoned, or should one of you fall in battle, these scrolls will aid you.
Are they
Do not
scrolls of
squander them.
resurrection?
one.
Nice.
These are powerful divine objects.
I love magical items.
Crafted by the
Ilya.
Bishop of Arkale himself.
Oh,
Nice. Ilya, I wanted to talk to you. I wanted to tell you things, ask you things. I have questions. I have dreams, visions.
Questions will have to wait. There will be a time.
do we owe you any money for these items, Ilya?
Keep your money.
Thank you.
Preferably keep your money in a place where it won't be seen in this town. And
We find that out the hard way.
this one hidden in this town. Pointing at Cora.
Maybe you should start dyeing your hair again, Miss Cora.
Where?
If I could.
Hair dye doesn't work on her people.
She's
I have to do it every day.
You've been dyeing your hair every day.
Yeah, it's when I left.
What is wrong with the shawl?
It blows
That is a
off
very-
in the wind.
You can tie it, secure it.
Think about that.
that's very smart, Ilya.
Foolish girl.
Do you
Come
have
back here with me,
any
I will give you some things.
Okay.
pretend hair?
In like 5 minutes,
Gives you
Cora
wigs.
returns bundled up like an old lady in pure
Oh.
old lady clothing, shawl
Oh,
around
God.
the hair. Like
I have a bunch of this.
it's
Oh,
very
you have to
snug.
do the old lady voice.
It is comfy though.
It sort of
You have
suits
to
you.
talk like an old lady now.
She's also going to give you a disguise kit, Cora.
Oh,
Ooh, nice.
I mean,
A masterwork
Oh.
disguise kit, which will also give
Oh,
you +2.
dearie me.
thank you, young
Damn.
lady.
She's
I
got some good
appreciate
shit
it.
in here. Like there is professional
I'm-
makeups, some
A
alchemical
masterwork.
You're like, I'm trying to hide too.
No. I'm correct in remembering that Canoness Ilya disappeared like 10 years ago after the battle, right?
No,
Things. I think it was
No,
no.
five years
No.
She
Oh.
left.
Okay.
No, she left Vigormount 10 years ago
Right.
to go to Hummelbank. She vanished 2 months ago at the start of the game.
Yeah, it was a few months. Well,
Right
2 months
after-
prior
I
to
thought
the
it was
start of
like
the
6.
It was
Oh,
no,
yeah.
it was 2 months right after a town
okay.
meeting. I wrote that shit down.
Yeah.
game. It was
Well, I
shortly
wasn't
before the
there.
adventure began, though.
Yeah,
Okay.
but she left Vigormount 10 years ago. That's the big number.
And
you're thinking.
actually, it wouldn't be 2 months. It would have to be a bare minimum of 6 months.
well, you told me too,
I
buddy.
must have adjusted that at some point.
Yeah.
Probably before I settled on it.
Redcon.
I think in like live, I think I've said I've been consistent with 6 months. I think it was to you in private that I said 2 months.
Hmm.
I think that was what happened.
Is there anything else?
And I'll look at everybody.
I don't think I can hold anymore.
Do you need a wee?
Yes, this was a lot of
I meant up here.
information that I didn't realize we were all keeping from each other.
I don't know
She
what you're talking
stares
about.
pointedly at Cora.
She's
Looks
going to stare
guiltily.
pointedly at Nova. And sometimes some secrets are better kept, even from our loved ones, for their own protection.
And how can I
Yeah.
trust anybody who keeps secrets like this?
Trust their intentions.
Just our actions.
Dear girl, did you ever, for even a moment, assume I had told you everything there was to tell you? Every secret I contained?
Didn't think that. I just
Then what is the
thought
difference?
you were like a druid or I don't know.
We all have secrets and we all have our reasons for keeping them. Surround yourself with those for whom you can trust their secrecy.
She's not a druid.
These are great words. I
Oh
couldn't
really?
have said it better myself.
So I guess we should get going. Cora starts to waddle out of the room.
Like, and because Cora's already like small, she really does kind of look like a bent over old lady. Just like with a little Cora baby face at the end of it.
Before I leave, I would like to go up to what's her name, Milady?
Medallia?
Medalia. I have it written wrong here.
Here, I'll put it in the chat for you.
The lady?
I put, I put Melody. Yeah, I put Melody. Where I have it. Anyways, I'd like to walk up to her and take out the cork from the sweet tree, the woven fibers and everything, and put it on the countertop and tell her, I lack the equipment to make this. Perhaps you might do me the favor?
Oh.
I'm assuming she knows what it is.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I believe she threw in the extra ingredients. No,
She did, yes. I would gladly pay for your services.
Come back alive and with good news, and we'll see what I can outfit you. She'll take her stuff back.
I'll give her a slight bow and catch up to the rest of the group, and they're leaving, or just walk towards them.
Yeah, Cora's outside.
Elia is going to stop Nova before you leave.
She's like, fuck's sake.
What now?
I'm just trying to leave, man.
I just
One
want to
more
go on an
secret.
adventure.
You carry with you that which is precious. I'm trusting that you can keep, that you can protect it.
With my life?
Good. She's gonna let you go. Take her gnarled hand off of you.
I'll just leave.
Goodbye,
What's up?
Ilya. It was a pleasure to meet
So
you.
I cover his mouth as soon as he says that.
I'm saying goodbye. What?
You're outside.
No, I'm saying
Yeah,
as we're
yeah.
leaving.
No, she stopped Nova.
You guys already left.
Yeah, we've
Well, I
left.
would
the
have said it
town.
before then.
But noted,
Okay.
noted. Okay. You're back out.
Once everybody is outside, Cora's gonna look at everybody guiltily.
Ep.30
Let's
still
not
doing
talk about it all
tennis.
here.
Just looking from one person to the other, like.
No, we need to leave. We are not talking about any of this here.
Okay.
Let's go then.
Maybe when we camp for the evening.
Maybe. The forest is not very safe.
Shit, you seem mad.
But
Sorry.
I'm not good.
I walk.
I will shoot a look at you that goes, walk or walk?
Or I'll just like shuffles along.
A3 will take Cora's hand and
Aw.
lead her out of town.
Shall we
I'll
not
bring
go
up the
back
rear
for the?
of the group.
Shall
As
we
we. Sorry.
Shall we not go back for the? That's not a donkey. What is it? The mule?
The mule?
Oh,
Fuck
yes.
the
we
mule,
should-
leave
You guys
him.
could- if you want, you could have the mule like just waiting outside the store and like have your stuff. I was assuming it's just carrying most of your junk.
Yeah.
So.
Most of
Why not
Junko's junk.
carrying
Yeah, it's carrying a lot of
Junko's
Junko's weapons.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Yeah, that's
Junko
pretty
made sure
much
to
it.
Keep the mule with her.
That's pretty much all the mule is carrying is just her weapon.
Okay.
So let's just say on our way out of town, we pass by and pick up the mule.
As everyone's like walking by, you know what, never mind. I was gonna add some flavor text, but we're good.
No, do it.
Do it. Do it.
Do it.
Add flavor.
Do it.
We like
Make
flavor.
it
Only
spicy.
it's only if people are looking at her, but she's going to the back of the group.
I'm always
She's
at the back.
trying not to
I mean-
cry.
Aww.
Oh,
So's Cora, man.
Do I see it with my passive perception?
Probably. I'm not-
This
Oh,
would be
She's
more
not good at hiding.
passive insight. We're actually going to use passive insight for once.
Oh, it's only 11.
Hey.
Does anyone have a
My-
decent passive insight?
No.
Mine is 14,
Wow.
but I'm
I
the
got
one
a-
crying. So.
I got a 12. Defensive insight.
Cora,
I
What?
feel like seeing tears would be
do you
perception.
have a passive
though.
insight?
She was just hold on. I mean, she's concentrated on walking right
Too
now.
late. She's like, I'm crying too. I'm not watching her.
Her passive insight's 14.
Ooh.
It's
It
up to
was
you if you
low.
want to do anything with that, but I would say, Cora, you do definitely have the vibe that Nova's upset.
Oh, so do I. You kidding me?
Oh, I definitely got that part.
Well, yeah.
Well, also because people started to talk about stuff right outside the shop, and I was like, we can't talk and knock. This is a bad idea.
Right.
Yeah, no,
We gotta go.
I agree.
So, the only thing E3 would add, because I imagine it's awkward silence for a long time.
Yeah, probably
When-
the
Running
rest of
across
the
the
day.
bridge quietly.
When we get out of earshot of all life that might be intelligent, E3 is just going to be like, so we are going to Oak Ridge now, right?
Oakhurst?
Oakhurst. Sorry. He would have said it right.
Yes,
Ashley
we
didn't.
are. We are going to travel that way.
Okay.
Shall we follow the river?
It's probably best to stay on the road as we don't have a boat.
The road follows the river.
Yeah.
Oh, yes then. Sorry.
Sorry, I don't think I explained that.
No,
I'm-
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
that
I
works differently.
didn't tell you my name.
Later.
I mean, sure.
Waddle, waddle, waddle.
We can all talk about this later.
Need several days to talk about all of it.
Can't hold it in now.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's all tell each other we've got secrets and then spend 4 days alone walking with each other.
6 days.
6 days. Oh, awkward.
Actually, almost exactly. I noticed the exact distance is 72 miles, which I believe is 24 times 3, right? Which would be double because you're in difficult terrain, which would make it 6 days.
Okie dokie.
It's about noon when we're leaving, yeah.
Mhm.
Like that was like all morning that we did all of that stuff.
I like to think so.
Yeah. Okay, what were the scroll? I'm so sorry. What was
The
the scrolls?
scrolls
Resurrection.
Restoration and raised dead.
Restoration.
Not resurrection, raised dead.
Raised dead. And then the potions.
Those were the magic item that I shared.
Oh, fine.
Oh, the
Sorry,
ointment?
I did not even open that.
Ooh.
It is
3 of those.
3 of those. Okay.
Ooh. So there's
I'll add
different
that
dosage.
to my
Nice.
inventory.
Okay.
Can
As
I have
you guys,
I
begin
want to try it.
trudging along the dirt path into the dark, gnarled boughs of the gnarlwood. We're going to end
Gnarly.
here for tonight.
Dang.
I know.
Dang.
It's one of those times where I would love to just keep playing right on through the night, but I know
I
some
feel
of you people
bad.
sleep.
What an episode!
Ava isn't
What an
here.
episode!
It was this close to Cora not coming into that shop.
Right?
God.
Just at the window.
Well, we tried to go to Oakhurst.
Yep.
We're trying to go.
We really
try-
are trying.
we're on we're on
To
our
be
way
fair,
there.
This was some saucy, spicy.
Oh yeah.
All
I
the
was
tea was
not
spilled.
prepared for all of
All
that.
the tea.
I am.
Gonna be okay.
She's like, I'm mad at you guys, not even at the game.
I'm mad at
Well-
real life people.
Here's the question you have to wonder, though, and here's the question I hope you'll ask yourself: is that which is most precious an item or a person?
Item.
Yeah, you know, that's the question I'm asking myself.
I am.
All the magic items in the world.
I think she meant a person.
Yeah.
Who?
And that would be Dracon!
Yep, she's
Yes,
really
exactly.
Dracon.
Exactly,
Perhaps.
yeah.
Do I know
He's
about
just my
scrolls and like who can use those? I don't know the rules.
Yeah, I
on
would say
that
it's
stuff.
just part of like your druid training. You'd know that if it's on your spell list, you can do it without rolling anything. If it's not, there is an Arcana check involved.
Okay. Who can all cast spells here? Just me and Dracon?
I can cast
Yeah.
spells.
Any of you cast
Therithiel-
I can cast spells.
Kinda.
Can you guys cast? I think Restoration is a druid spell at some point, but it's high level. It's not. I don't have it yet.
Oh, you don't have to
Can
have it
cast-
yet. If it ever
Oh.
appears on your spell
Is
list, you can.
Okay, but Raised Dead
you-
does not appear on a druid spell list.
I don't have either of those.
So you'd
What
be able
class
to.
are you? Peripheral? Fighter.
Actually, I think
Say
for
that one more
divine it
time?
would be a religion check. No,
You're a fighter, right?
if that makes any difference to you.
Am I on fire? I don't think so. What would
No,
you
you're a
do?
fighter.
A fighter.
Oh,
He's cast
yes.
spells before.
On fire.
I'm like, no, why? What'd you do to me? Why am I on fire?
I mean, it's sad how on brand that is, and I think it says a lot that McKnightsy's just like, okay, I'm on fire. Why am I on fire?
All right,
Like,
man, what happened?
It seems
We're all
wrong.
mad at each other, so I'm like, why? What did I do this time?
I will give an ointment to Junko, actually, so I'll make a note of that for
Yeah, I was
next
gonna
game.
say she'll have to add that.
And to E3. And
Thank
Dracon.
you.
Ava's gonna have a lot to watch when she gets
Yeah. Oh man.
unless she was watching. I don't know.
We got one. Yay.
Junko, E3, and Dracon.
I'm gonna have to watch this so many times to make notes.
Me
was-
too. Holy
Yeah,
heck.
there was
There
a
was
lot.
a lot going on here, and really stuff for everyone, except Dracon. No, even
Oh,
Dracon
then-
a little bit.
No,
No,
you got
Dracon had stuff.
Guys, I'm
What?
running out of secrets.
You're like,
What
I don't
did
know,
I have?
Hector.
Good. I'm so
At one
done.
point-
I'm not.
At one point, I3 was just going through family members, being like, "Would any of these be in the
I
temple?
know.
What about friends?"
I know.
I mean, you better believe when I find an NPC that needs a name, the first thing I do is like, okay, let's look at everybody's backstories. Let's see what we got here.
Have a dwarf NPC. They need a name.
I might have to make some disposable friends in my backstory.
I will say this. Out of all of the NPCs I used, Valdriel was the very first one that I pulled from anybody's backstory. So
Oh,
I
don't you
I'm
feel
gonna give-
lucky?
I knew
I'm gonna
what
give
was...
the scroll of raised dead to you, Cora. I'm assuming your religion check is pretty good.
Mine is.
So
pretty
nobody
good.
else can cast with that?
I can't. I mean, like I can. It's gonna cost me a religion check, and I figured if you could cast spells, it's gonna cost you a religion check as well.
Okay, when I said I can cast spells, I meant I can cast one spell.
Yeah.
Oh, so you can't actually
I
cast
can't
a scroll?
actually cast
Oh,
What is your religion,
mine's +3.
Cora?
mine.
Oh, well, she can't cast spells though. She can't have a scroll,
Yeah,
right?
you
I
would
don't
have to
know.
be-
Stilly, I can cast spells.
No, you would not be. You would have to have. So I think there's a certain build of rogue that gets access to use exactly this item.
Arcane
Otherwise,
trickster.
Gotcha.
you have to actually realistically be able to cast the spell.
Okay.
Okay,
Then yeah,
then-
not for
So
me then.
it would probably have to be Nova.
My religion
You
is
want the
+6.
raise?
The beauty
You want
of
the
it
raised
is,
dead scroll?
if you fuck up the roll, it doesn't consume the scroll. It just doesn't work that turn.
Well, that's
So
okay.
outside
Oh,
of
that's good.
combat, you could keep doing it. In combat is where you'd have to. It'd be like a wasted action.
Shit, yeah. I'll give the scroll of raised dead to you then, Dracon. Just because,
Okay.
like, I feel like it's better to have someone have a restoration and someone have a raised dead.
Also,
Sure.
for the record, I don't believe Dracon can cast Divine Scrolls because he is an arcane
like at all?
spellcaster. I believe that is correct.
So I'm
About
stuck
the
with
moon
these scrolls.
things.
Okay.
You're gonna be the scroll lady.
I guess so.
What
Kyra's
if you
back
write it
here
down in
again?
his book, though?
No,
I
If
wouldn't
it's not
do
an
anything.
arcane spell, though.
Exactly.
So this ointment, it says there's 1d4 plus 1. Should I roll a d4 to see how many doses it has, or is it automatically at 5? Are they full or not?
Give me a second to
I'm
see what you're
assuming
talking
they'd
about.
be full.
But if she made them, I'd assume so, but...
What if my real name really was Corithiel?
Imagine.
Oh, yeah. They are full.
Okay,
All
cool.
three are full.
It's good to know.
That would have
So
been
she
good.
gave you a lot of doses.
Yeah.
Nice.
I thought
Oh,
they
I
were
know
one of
it.
these things. That's great.
Yeah.
We came away from Noct really loaded with items and
Mhm.
and stuff.
Honestly-
Yeah. Wow.
Pissed a lot of people off.
Well, you know.
It wasn't until she talked to Nova that she was even going to sell. Like, normally, she'll sell those to you for 500 each, and even then, only if she's convinced it will further her agenda. So,
So we're just pawns to her, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's nice
Pretty
to
much.
see a human and an elf
Well,
working together.
I guess it was good that she went from "don't ever go back to that temple" to "here you go, figure it out."
well, you gave her the impression you were doing what you want, no matter what she said, so she wanted to make sure if you were going to do it, you do it safely.
I mean, I feel like it must be a little bit on her because her ward and the person she saved is both like Yeah, let's go back to the temple.
You're not going to stop us.
Exactly what was going through her head. When Cora walked in there and she looked like she'd just seen a ghost, that is exactly what she was thinking. Oh my god, I have failed every aspect of my duty. How could this have happened?
Sorry.
I thought we had heard the name Solaris before, too. And didn't you?
Have you?
Yeah. That sounded familiar, which is why I was like, yeah. Well, I don't remember who said it, though. Oh, I think it was,
I didn't write it down in my notes. I didn't write it down in my notes, so...
Time to go scrubbing through all of our VODs.
No, Ep.30 didn't write it down. He doesn't know it.
Yeah, I don't have it written down.
No, I remember hearing that name, I swear.
I think I even know who might have said it, but...
It wasn't me.
I can tell you one time
for once.
when it was hinted at. Do you mind, Ashley, if I mention?
No, I don't mind.
That's what she was saying happy birthday to. I don't know if you remember.
I wasn't
there when she was singing.
Yeah, it said it was like 3 thingies.
3 syllables. Yeah. That was the name.
Yeah, I recall that.
But,
I missed that.
I wasn't there.
Well, hey, we're gonna.
I wasn't here yet.
That's for the best. It was sad, apparently.
It was very sad.
It was very sad. Thank you so much for watching today, chat. Hope you're enjoying the lore, because, God, there's so much of it. Promise, there's going to be some action and excitement soon. We're about to get into some dungeon delving.
Only lore. No action.
What?
Only lore, no action.
Only lore.
I want more of this.
We're just a lore channel.
Only
if you
roleplay.
want to catch up on any of this episode or past ones that you might have missed, you can find all of that on our YouTube channel. I would also encourage you to take a moment to support some of these lovely people all over the place at their native biomes on the internet.
For more secrets.
Yeah, maybe you'll find more lore. You never know.
For real.
We will be live again tomorrow with some Pathfinder at 7 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Mountain. We don't have anybody in the UK tomorrow, so that should be fine.
You don't know?
Well, okay, fine.
4 p.m. Pacific.
4 p.m. Pacific.
PST.
Yeah, that. And then we'll be live again with this game next week, Sunday, same time, same place. Take care, chat. Thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely evening.